Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday. Why is it beautiful? Because you're here with us, and that makes it a beautiful day for all of us, every one of us, all the peoples who are in this room, who I will introduce in just a little bit. I want to say that I'm so glad you're here. And if this is the first time that you are joining this program, I don't know where you've been. We talked about celebrating our 11th year last week. So we've been here a really long time. Management may have forgotten about us, but they haven't forgot about Borderlands Comics and Games, which is our sponsor, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive. You should check that out. They've got we were just over there today. It's an awesome place. Check it out if you want toys or D&D stuff or vintage games and board games and all kinds of stuff. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. I just want to say that I have a headache. So I'm going to pause every once in a while. On today's show, we are going to be talking about South Carolina Comic-Con because they just announced a pretty big guest. And I want to talk about that. We're also going to talk about, they've identified Jack the Ripper. And we're going to talk about that because I waited till Odie got here because Odie has been to all these places. Mm-hmm. And I knew without asking him that he had been to all these places. So we're going to talk about, oh yeah, by the way, I'll tell you who that voice was. I guess it might be Odie. We're going to continue with our boy toys bracket. We are down to 32. We're going to crown the Upstate Pulse favorite boy toy later on in the next month or so. We are going to talk Captain America Brave New World, and we are going to spoil because it's been a week and we already saw it and it's already dropped so much that it'll probably be out in digital pretty soon. But I think it made its money back in the first week, so it's okay. We're going to talk some Dragon Ball Daima. We are going to talk Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which is now all 10 episodes are out. Odie is playing with the screen. We're going to talk Invincible, Signs of Impending Apocalypse, video games, and Nerd Roundtable, some interesting stuff there. By the way, if you want to be a part of the show, the text line is 800-905-0989. Bless you, Matthew. And you need to punch that in your phone. Okay. There's a couple reasons why. There's the rewind function, which is on the Odyssey app, which is free. You can rewind if you heard something. You're like, did Odie just say that really? And you can rewind it back and you can listen and go, yeah, he did say that. Or, man, I thought he said something, but he didn't. But you can find out with the rewind function. You can also listen to our podcast there. And you should just put this in your phone, 800-905-0989, and label it Word, W-O-R-D, Pulse. Not Word Tara, not Word Charlie, not Word Frady, not Word any of those other shows, but Word Pulse. And you know what? Screen capture that and send us a picture just so we know that you did that, because that would be an amazing thing. It really would. We are joined by our stars of our show every Sunday night from 8 to 10. You can catch him singing in the shower. Matthew is here.
You know what? You know what you can do with yourself now?
You see, the joke's on you because I take morning showers.
There we go.
How did you not expect that swerve?
Hello, Matthew.
Greetings.
All right. Also with us every Sunday night from 8 to 10, Cameron listens to Odie.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, Cameron listens. No, I'm not introducing you. Cameron listens to Odie Fitzgerald, who's Sunday nights with Odie every Sunday night from 8 to 10.
With all of my being and everything that is possessed within my brain, body, soul, and 15 men walked onto the field today. But I'm not going to talk about that. You know, too many swerves, man. Too many swerves.
That's what I do. My name is not even Strickland, and some of you probably got that. And Cameron is here Sunday nights. You can hear him yell and take that noob when he destroys somebody else. Yeah,
Exactly. So that's all I do. I devastate.
he does. He devastates.
You know what? Just because of the swerve, I'm playing both of them.
Why would you do that to people?
Yeah, that's bad radio.
That is
that might be frowned upon by LexCorp.
amazing.
I'm just saying, if he's listening, you might get a text, not me,
Odie, just take the
or
L.
I might get a text going, why don't you have things under control? And I will say, when do I ever have things under control? You can also join us in the stream. We are live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and now we're back on X. So we're on all 4 of those. We're not on Rumble because I just don't know that we fit on Rumble. Never really been on Rumble. I believe Rumble is more political. And as you know, we are not that. So you can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WRD. If one doesn't work, try the other one. It'll be there. And you're going to need to be having that text line ready when we get started on our bracket, which we're going to do when we come back from break. I'm going to go ahead and take a break and come back and get started on the bracket. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on Sunday nights, when Sunday nights is with Odie from 8 to 10. But right now we're on the Upstate Pulse News Talk 98.9 WRD. Push the button.
You didn't do the full call.
I did.
You used WRD.
I didn't say the voice.
The voice.
Carolinas. I didn't say that.
Of the Kakalak. Sorry.
Have fun with that, Chris. Especially a certain pathway. I always struggle with that pathway.
Oh, yeah.
I hate the pathway. I really do.
There it is. There it is. The Causey Flick is in-house.
Don't linger in the shadows, Chris. Make sure you always have a light with you.
No, linger in shadows. It's fun.
No,
We're talking about a video game.
because the shadows instantly.
Keep your evil on that side of the room,
So-
okay?
so
There's
am
a reason
I.
why you're alone over there, all right?
We gotta sequester the evil.
Yes.
Lonely, I'm so lonely. I have nobody. Come
I hate when people pull in the parking lot and they drive slowly. Wow. Hope that didn't break.
What was that?
That was his phone. Oh, it was his headphones. Okay. I got tangled up in mine this week. It got wrapped around my foot. And so, you know, your first instinct is to
Kick.
and you can't do that. So I'm just
No.
standing there.
So you got boloed by your headphones?
Well, it's a really long,
bolod.
cord.
Bolo?
Is it bolo
Boloed.
or bolo?
I got boloed.
Bolo.
Bold.
Load.
You would know,
did.
Matthew.
I got boloed.
I know, Matthew. Do you know the Muffin
According to
Man?
this show, I know apparently everything.
Well, yeah.
In America.
It's canonical.
Yeah, in America.
Yeah. Outside America,
In America.
I'm your boy.
Snake?
What's up, Chris? What's
Uh,
up, Dave?
No,
What's
that's
up,
a
Mark?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge reference.
Oh.
Hello,
Bandit Keith.
Dave.
Never watched.
Hello, Mark.
Never seen.
Because I
Yu-Gi-Oh!
never
Good
watched
evening,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Christopher.
Oh, you should watch it.
Somebody
Yu-Gi-Oh!
actually
was great.
punched the number in. Number punched.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I know a
You
little.
did
bit.
a couple of
I
them.
don't know a lot.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged was the original YouTube Abridged series.
I know that. And I know that Martin.
Hello,
I forget
Scott.
what exactly his
Villainy.
name is. Yeah.
Yeah, playing in mono
He
does
was
suck,
major
Dave.
Thing with that, or he made it.
Dave's not here,
He's
man.
also-
He made it,
Yeah,
it was
he's
entirely
Frieza.
him. And he's Frieza in DBZA. He's also the narrator in DBZA. He does voice work in a few different things, but yeah, he's just kind of all around the internet space nowadays.
All around the world, we can make time rapping down the stuff because I'm in my prime. Off to the north because I'm in the wrong box.
I don't know if I believe that, Scott. But
Scotty, don't.
As long as they don't close down Game Pass, I'm good. I'm good with the system I have now for years.
Does Scotty know?
What?
Does Scotty know?
I don't know what you're
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me when it did it. I can't remember the rest of the words.
yeah, I don't know the song.
Look,
so.
all of
I knew
your
there was probably
references have
some.
been very isolated. And
they have been.
insulated to
I haven't
mean,
seen those
you know.
rumors, Scott, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's very little reason to keep doing the
I
Xbox.
have
gaming
my own
platform,
reference. I dance to the beat of my own drum.
especially as expensive as gaming
Drum is broken.
consoles are getting nowadays. It's just buy a PC. There's so
PC
much more you can use it for.
PCs
too.
are more expensive.
Trade-
They're
I'd
more
rather have a-
expensive, but not by much if you want to build a solid budget PC and then you're using it for more than just gaming.
Not everyone's that smart, and everyone is lazy. It's
Trey,
a lot
send it.
easier to just buy an Xbox.
I like
and not
how
have
you
to
But you
do
can
all
also
that.
buy pre-builts, which are going to be a little bit more expensive, but then you don't have to put anything together, and you've got full manufacturer warranty on everything.
So says the guy who plays all his games on PC.
Trey, send it to me on my private account, and if it's too bad, I won't read it out. He already sent me something.
I don't.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Let's do show stuff. Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse, where if Leroy was a person in this room, he'd be Odie. We all know it.
Yep.
We all know it.
Give us your best Leroy Jenkins.
I don't know Leroy Jenkins.
I'm so disappointed. That's a piece of internet history, right?
Is it
there.
the thing that he just did there?
Yeah,
Second?
that's
Yeah.
what
Leroy Jenkins.
Okay, you did it without distortion, which I appreciate. All right, it is time for us to get to the Upstate Pulse bracket. We've been doing these for over a decade. Time to see what the number one toy is going to be. I don't know how many we're not going to spend as much time today as we have the past month, because now we've whittled them down and we can take our time a little bit. All right, our first matchup is the Game of Risk versus Evel Knievel toys. Now, we have to rehash a little bit because we get new listeners, new viewers all the time, and the Game of Risk has been put out many times in many different ways. It's a game of conquest. You're like conquering the map. You're trying to rule the world, which is kind of fun.
Who doesn't like conquest?
I've told this before. Cameron and I had a Risk game that was Lord of the Rings, and so we were trying to conquer Middle Earth, and the whole time the ring is making its way to Mount Doom,
Which makes it so much more stressful.
It does. So you gotta get to conquering pretty quick. Also, back when I worked when I was a Teamster, which was a scary time. Back when I was a Teamster, we at an auto parts warehouse, we set up a Risk board in the break room, and we'd play a little bit every day. And the cleaning crew never touched it because we were Teamsters. You don't mess with Teamsters. Now, I don't think we actually had a cleaning crew. I think that's why no one ever messed with it, but it was a lot of fun.
How did things get
Yeah.
cleaned?
All right. So if you're texting, we don't even know if we have a tie yet. So Risk versus Evel Knievel toys. Evel Knievel toys, probably some of my favorite toys of all time. I can't believe that I don't have any in my collection. But the revving up and releasing the motorcycle and watching it and thinking that was an amazing jump as you set up makeshift little ramps and things and set up blocks for it to crash into and all that kind of stuff. It was really, really cool. As Mark says on the stream, Evel Knievel toys rock. They actually absolutely did. Matthew, who you got? Risk or Evel Knievel?
I think that Evel Knievel is a really cool classic that was really awesome at the time, but I don't think it stood the test of time quite as much as the Game of Risk, with just how loved it is nowadays still and still played. So I got to go with Risk.
All right, Odie, that's your name.
You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to do this as fair as I can because
You actually have a coin to flip.
I actually have a coin to flip.
Okay.
I got a penny. Don't tell Donald.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hold on to that.
Right, okay. Risk.
Okay. So, what did you go with, Matthew? You went with
I went Risk.
Okay, we got two Risk. Cameron.
I'm also gonna have to go with Risk.
Okay, there you go. So, because it doesn't matter, but I'm going to anyway for sentimental value, I'm going to go with Evel Knievel, and he goes down like his jumping over the Snake River, and Risk goes through. By the way, keep in mind, if we do have a tie, and we probably will, then we will go to the text line, which is 800-905-0989. And if we get to a tie, we'll tell you about that. All right, the next matchup is what?
I was gonna ask, are there snakes in Snake River, or was there river straight?
I think there might have actually been snakes. It was kind of a.
It's a snake.
Could it be both? Could it
was-
be a snake-shaped river?
You can have a snake-shaped
snakes in it.
river with snakes in it. I don't.
That would be a meander.
Look
Look at me
I
with
don't
my 10th grade geography. Meander.
Okay. The next matchup, speaking of meandering, because trains sometimes do that. All right, model trains, some people not around here because there are no basements around here. At least not too many unless you're rich.
Mm.
Do you have a basement?
No.
Okay. All right. It's because of clay. It's hard to get through there. And then the
Clay.
water seeps through and
Yeah.
it's, anyway. So model trains really big back in the day, going up against hungry hippos which is just a classic game of. I mean, how many Hungry Hippos games the game board actually makes it very long because people pounding that thing trying
Oh,
to
you
make their
reckon
hippo.
that they're destroyed kind of thing? like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, they probably break pretty quick.
I'd say they're pretty durable.
Trains versus Hungry Hippos. I'm going to go with trains simply because of my guy Howard Pickett back in Ohio, who had the big trains downstairs that we weren't allowed to touch, but we could look at it. And they were real cool. And there was a place called COSI, which was a science center in downtown Columbus, and they had an entire room like probably 3 times the size of this room. I just remember that, dedicated to model trains. So whenever you go on a field trip there, you can watch the trains go around. It was very, very cool. So I'm going with trains. Cameron, trains or Hungry Hippos?
Well, in most situations, I believe trains would beat hippos.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think a hippo could probably derail a train.
I don't know. I don't think a hippo could derail
Honestly,
a
I have
train.
no idea.
That's-
I think that the train would win that, but I
Probably.
wouldn't be surprised if it got knocked off
Well,
the track in the
The
process.
Upstate
Just keep in
Pulse
mind-
investigates.
Keep in mind, it's Hungry Hippos. So it wouldn't be one hippo versus the train. It would be several hippos.
True, but how many hippos does it require to derail a train?
I
don't-
think probably one.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I really don't.
I've
What do you think?
I've seen what a train can do to a cow.
Text line 800-905-0989. Who
Hippos
wins
are
between a
just-
hippo and a train?
Uh-huh.
Hippos are just like
Between
slightly bigger than
An
cows,
adult
right?
male hippo can range anywhere from 3,500 to 9,900 pounds.
Yeah, but
How
how
much
much is
is
a
a car-
how much is a train?
How much does a car weigh? So, I mean, is it basically like hitting
A
hitting
train is generally
car.
going to weigh somewhere between 40 to 500 tons. If it's going
There you
at
go.
something around, or a long haul freight train
Yeah,
could
oh,
be
there-
anywhere from 3,000 to 18,000
Tons.
tons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the train. We got the train.
Yeah, if it's chugging along at 200 miles an hour or something, well, probably not that much. That's a bullet train. If it's chugging along at a good speed, that's going to be some serious
Texter
force.
says, let's try it. Okay.
Okay.
I just don't know. I don't know if there's any hippos around here. Maybe at
All
a
right,
zoo,
I
and
need
you
to
probably
go
shouldn't
talk
do
to some
that.
people.
What's
All
the
right.
difference actually between a hippo and a zippo?
I don't know, but who's going to win between trains and hippos?
Well, trains, obviously.
Okay.
I'm going to say probably trains as well.
Okay.
No, but the
There we go.
difference between a hippo and a zippo, one is a big, massive land animal, and the other one's a little lighter.
Dad joke?
Kind of.
Hey, I'm going to go with dad. Trey says there's a toy train museum in Greer.
Let's get a toy
Oh,
hippo.
that's cool.
Maybe we go on a little field trip and go see the
so.
toy train museum. That'd be kind of cool. That would.
Let's say I'm only going to I'm going to put this out there.
Do I need
If
to be over the
trains
button?
wins the bracket, we do a special
On trains?
we do a special Upstate Pulse trip
On a train.
where we live stream ourselves going to the Greer Museum.
Oh, then we need to actually get on a train
Yeah.
and do something from it. I've never been on it. I've been
Yeah.
on small trains. Why you flip me off for, dude? I mean, what's going on with that? What I
malfunctioning
say to you? You did it again. Stop it.
I'm adjusting my ocular impairments.
Okay. All right. The next matchup.
What about your digit impairment?
Yeah. It's about to be. The next matchup is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys. So it's action figures. It could be the turtle van. It can be
The tweetles.
the Krang with yeah.
That was him. That's
Yeah. What that sounded like indigestion. Going up against
well, he was a stomach, so yeah, he had.
Okay, I guess
indigestion.
you're right.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
It kind of was down
It
there.
was an
so-
alien in a stomach, but it
Man,
sounds-
Shredder has
so-
some really bad indigestion. I don't know
Terrible
why.
indigestion.
All right. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going up against Paper Airplanes. Cameron, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Paper Airplanes. Don't make another one because that last one, I know you said it was good. I'm not so sure that was that good.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with the Heroes and a Half Shell for this.
All right. I am going to go ahead and tell you that I'm also going with them Toidles. Matthew.
I think TMNT is really cool, but I like TMNT Media more than I care much about the toys. I don't think they really have much past the one toy of the truck. So I got to go with Paper Airplanes.
Oh, okay. All right, Odie. So what do you got? Paper Airplanes or Turtles?
It's my aeroplane
Okay, so we have a tie.
from Dubai.
So yeah, Holly, who knows?
Where?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Never happened.
Explain.
I'm going to go with nuns. Okay, because
Oh no, you didn't count yet.
no, I didn't count yet. I'm picturing nuns on that plane from Dubai. All right, so when we give
You
you
asked me, was there nuns? And there's none.
okay, all
There
right,
was none.
all right. When we give you the countdown, then you can text in. Not yet, because that's we got to be fair for everybody. All right, so I'm gonna give you a countdown, and then you tell us whether you want it to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Paper Airplane. The text line is 800-905-0989. You cannot text in, Odie.
I'm not texting.
Okay, because it looked kind of conspicuous that you got on your phone. Don't do that. All right, here's your countdown. 3, 2, 1. Stop it, Odie.
I'm not.
Paper Planes or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's cheating. And then
Well, fine. If Paper Planes comes up with my last 3 numbers, then you'll be like, oh, that's Odie cheating. But my last 3 numbers won't come up. So therefore,
How about you stop being suspicious?
maybe I like being so suspicious.
all right, text line 800-905-0989. If you already texted in once, you can do it again. The countdown has already happened. Let's see what happens. Did we get something?
No, we didn't get anything. Nothing.
I guess we did, and I didn't get it yet. All right.
If you didn't get it, it doesn't count.
Okay.
It doesn't count.
So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles goes through
Teenage Mutant
and takes out the paper
Turtles.
plane.
Why did my text not get there yet? What? I mean, what? Sorry, who said that?
I think
By
you
the
should have
way,
looked in our
we have
cheater
just found out, and I heard about this but didn't see it, that emojis actually work on our text line.
Yeah, there's loads of airplanes on my text.
So you're the one who texted all the airplanes.
No, but who's after? Oh, it's the person. It's the person that they then went on to say, "Sorry, Odie, but I'm not really sorry." Do you know what you can do with yourself now? You can just
Hey, you know what you can do with yourself?
go to break.
Yes.
Okay.
You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. I don't have a little monster on my stomach, but I sometimes do have one in my stomach. It's
You should probably go to a doctor for that. That might be a parasite.
I did for a while. It was like IBS, and you know, just kidding.
I know you're kidding.
I did have stomach problems for a while.
It's still
It was not a
gross.
monster, as far as I know. Yeah, but
Hypothetical is still gross.
it's okay. We're just on stream now.
Do you
It
know what
be
you can
gross
do
on
with yourself
stream.
now, Viper Dave? If that is in fact your real name, you just listen and keep watching.
You're an
That's
awesome
what you
listener.
can do.
Thank you, Dave.
Pronouns.
Yeah.
Pronouns. Yeah.
Look at him, and he's delighted. Look at him laughing at me with his emojis of disgrace and torment. That's what you are.
That's what you see?
Yeah, that's what I see.
Please do not text a bunch of eggplants.
Dave,
And
text
and put Odie's name on it.
Put Odie about 500 times and as many eggplants as you can.
Make sure Odie is sandwiched between the eggplants.
Sit right between them. Make sure they're pressing against my face.
The Logos Theater is doing Robin Hood. Which Robin Hood? Robin Hood.
Dang it. Jinx.
Hey man, if you want to do your snot thing, go out of the room.
That was my. You see,
Very good, Trey.
you know this song like Robin
Way to
Hood,
go, Chris.
Robin Hood, riding through the glen. Robin Hood, you know that song?
No,
No.
Okay.
I love how.
it didn't work, Chris
Yeah.
or Dave. It didn't work.
Yeah. So it only works when you did it.
It didn't work when I did it.
Well, how did someone get emojis through?
The emojis work, but I didn't put emojis into it.
But someone did,
Yeah,
and
but
it worked.
There's no eggplants.
What kind of emoji?
Other people are trying.
I know they're trying.
The airplanes. See?
Okay.
Yeah.
It does work.
All right. Yeah, Cameron. I know what an emoji is. Just
I
because
needed
I've
to
never
double
sent
check.
one on purpose.
Look, for the most part, you are very current. You understand current.
I don't like
things.
currants. I like raisins.
I'm ignoring him.
Yeah, it's like
You're broken today. What's with you?
I'm happy. Life is finally.
By the way, Lisa, whoever you are, we're talking about on the text line, not on here. We know they work on here.
Hi,
So the
Lisa.
jokes are better when you're sadder.
Yeah. I
Wow.
actually
Wow.
write. No, he's dead right. I write the best comedy stuff I've ever written has been when I've been in the fits of depression, when I've been like right down in the doldrums and not able to get
All
out.
right, the best songs I've ever written have been when I've been that
True.
way.
I mean, we
So,
all
yeah.
write better when we're sad.
Yeah,
I know this too. So
100%.
I'm glad you're happy making terrible jokes.
Yeah, my jokes are poopy. I'm just a big chocolate ice cream emoji right now. The poop emoji is not poop. It's a chocolate ice cream.
No, it's poop.
It's chocolate ice cream.
It's poop.
Put money on it.
Where's the
I
cone?
bet. It's just the ice cream. I bet
Who
this.
puts the ice
I
cream
bet
on
this
there?
rare penny that it's.
Soon to be rare.
A penny that costs 3 cents to make.
This overpriced penny.
Oh, good Lord. Jesus.
There's a little bit,
Above
little
in
bit,
heaven.
little bit of space on the end of that spot, and he just about died.
I'm now just releasing the chair. I puckered up big time on that. I was
Again.
like, ah!
Thank you, Tiffany. But yeah,
This is the call out to all of my self-minded, like-minded
self-minded.
hellions.
Self-minded.
I don't
Aren't
know.
we all self-minded?
Just
Yeah.
cover us with emojis. Just go for it. Have fun. Do what you want. Eggplants galore. Odie needs an eggplant.
Who put you in charge?
I did. I'm pressing the button.
This
Okay.
man does not speak for us.
I am the eggplant king.
I don't get it.
I don't want to get
Coffee kicked in, I think.
it.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Over a decade and still doing the crap that we did a decade ago. Why mess with
The
something?
more things change, the more they stay the same.
Why mess with something that's already dysfunctional? Anyway,
These are the days
if-
of our lives.
if you want to be a part of the show, text line is 800
I think it's because of last week.
Yeah,
You know
it's
that?
800-905-0989.
I think I just reset or something.
Did you? Okay.
I think
All
I
right.
might have.
All right.
we were doing it home.
We are also
This
live.
is the day we became the pulse of the upstate.
Okay. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse, where we are currently,
Collecting
thanks
emojis.
to Odie, we're collecting emojis on, I guess no, they're doing it on Twitch and they're doing it on Facebook. I don't know if you can do emojis anywhere else, but you're welcome to try.
Is Tiffany waving at me?
I don't know what that is, but it's,
It just means water is wet.
Is it?
but I don't have my glasses on.
What?
I can't tell what that is. All right. Let
Water.
us continue with the Upstate Pulse's toy bracket. The next matchup are marbles. And again, I think we talked about this before. This is your first time tuning in when we talked about marbles before. Odie's the only one who's ever played it, if I recall.
I was about to say it's a shame
Yeah.
we lost all of ours.
The rest of us have like thrown them at people or used them in slingshots or anything.
I've done that
thing
too.
like that. Okay, all right. Going up against the Big Will. And for some reason, when I was looking at the matchup, I was picturing Matthew on a Big Wheel. And
I can see it.
have you seen the adult Big Wheels?
Yes.
Those things
No,
are
I
actually
haven't. My
those-
brother used to ride. He had a big wheel as a kid. He rode his big wheel until he was, I don't remember how old, but a lot older than you should be riding a big
please
wheel.
say 15. Please.
Oh, no, not
let's just
that
go with
late.
Please say
15.
20.
But he was, I think, like 11 or 12, something like that.
Yeah,
it
this
was
is still-
older than.
That's close to 15. I'm just saying it's closer to 15 than it is 8. Okay, let's make a pact here
Yeah.
or a deal or attempt to do something. If Big Wheel makes it, we're going to find a place to rent adult big wheels and we're going to ride adult big
We
wheels.
should make a music video.
There is
Oh,
a
we could do
place-
that.
There is a place not too far from my house where they have big wheels with motors on the back of them.
That's not a big wheel though.
It is because it has a big wheel.
No,
It's got
not.
3 wheels on the back or 2 wheels on the back and it's got a big wheel on the front.
I would
Yeah.
also like to say that Pappy would like to sing Lowrider while we're doing it.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah,
I
it's just
think
not a
we
lot of
could.
words to lowrider. You did it again. You pick a different finger.
That one. That's the one I used.
It was not. It was
Was.
not. All right. So
Well, I fixed my glasses with the that one.
yeah, I'm
Why?
aware of it. Marbles versus big wheels. I just say big wheels keep on turning. Proud,
Proud
Mary.
Mary keeps on burning.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Rolling,
Rolling
rolling,
through
rolling.
Have you heard the CCR version?
Yeah.
Rolling on the river.
Yeah. Oh, they go really, really Mississippi.
Yeah, they do. But
Mississippi.
I prefer Tina Turner there. I'm going with big wheels. Cameron, what do you got?
I'm also going with big wheels. If you're getting tell by the song.
Matthew.
I'm going with the marbles.
Ooh.
I don't really remember ever riding a big wheel.
I bet
don't-
you.
I
If
don't
your
think
brother had one, it was
Yeah,
probably
my brother did.
yeah, but it's
I-
probably a hand-me-down. Come on, you gave your
maybe it
brother
was.
your big
I learned
wheel.
to ride a bike really early, so
That's- Checks out. Odie,
Balls.
what?
Yeah. Small marbles, small little balls.
yeah, they're little balls.
Wow, wow. Okay, you've been able to do what you strove to do today on the show. Good for you.
He is a
Okay,
monkey
Congratulations,
good for
Tony.
you. I'm so
You-
happy for you.
My
I'm
good
done now.
friend,
Yeah.
we're allowed to say balls on stream.
You're gonna go home and go. It's in the middle of the night tonight. You're gonna wake up and go. I said balls.
No, this will
Yeah.
be him.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll just start laughing. All right. So we have a tie. We have a tie. All my marbles are in this room, and yeah, I did just lose them. All right. Marbles or big wheel. When Cameron gives you the countdown, the text line is 800-905-0989. Marbles or big wheels. Cameron, give us the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Text line is 800-905. Oh, we already got one. Big wheel goes through.
Oh man.
Odie,
There we
I
go.
need you to see this.
Go ahead.
There is a Twitch emote that is just balls.
Right.
This is the balls Twitch emote.
What in the name
Why
of
do you
all?
drag that
What
word
is that?
so much? What?
That's funny. That's
It's a hyper realistic image of a character from Genshin Impact.
All right, Tiffany.
I don't
What's
get
his
it.
name?
Tiffany on
Kaya.
the stream says you could do some awesome drifts with the big wheel. Absolutely, because they had that brake on the back, and when you hit
Mhm.
that brake, you could spin out. The thing is, if you spin out the wrong way in gravel, you will crash.
Yeah.
And
Drift like we did earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let us take a break. When we come back,
Oh yeah. Okay. I have to do the buttons. Thing.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out do we want to continue with this
We're done. Are
or move on to some other things. I don't know. We'll decide during the break, and you can watch us decide on the stream at YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or X at 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of Carolinas.
So we have to
Sweet
come up.
Joust.
We have to come up with stuff to do for every single one of these stuff. Naturally. Must be one.
Oh,
Well, one of them's easy if it goes through.
it's just like a 6-hour.
We'll just take an axe outside and chop down one of those little trees out there.
What a
There we
joust.
go.
A joust. What?
Yeah.
Are we talking
If
joust?
D&D wins, I'll host a Ray D&D session.
You
You
should
like
do
that name too much.
Ray D&D.
You've always liked that
Yeah.
name too much.
I love it because it's stupid. and
Yeah, that's
awful.
why I hate it.
That's
No,
why I love
I'm
it.
just looking at the next one. I was like, barnacles. Why are barnacles there?
Barnacle Boy. Yeah, let's continue. We might as well finish this side.
All right.
And then we'll get to
Other
this will
stuff.
go into the first hour into the second hour a little bit. Then we'll get to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because I want to play my montage. Spend an hour putting that together.
Rock
We're definitely playing
and
that.
roll.
And hopefully Matthew's mom is listening because he won't know any of the music. So he might though.
He might.
He might.
You have your
It's
lifeline
possible.
available?
I don't know if she's listening or not.
We're just going to talk about
Big
whether
wheels
certain bands should get
keep
in. I think
on
last time we
turning.
talked about it is when she commented.
Yeah.
Because we do it every year at this time. So I don't know where we're renting the big wheels from. We'll figure it out. Hopefully there'll be a sponsor involved.
I'll see if I can get them guys.
Them guys.
Them
The
guys.
we're not doing the motorized
Why?
one because that's not the big wheel that we're talking about. Look up adult big wheels and you'll see what they look like.
What do I look like? The producer of the show or something?
You look like someone who can type something on a computer.
Me.
We will be talking about all the bands who are nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in hour number 2.
217 of the finest dollars
Oh, the finest
What
Or-
for, what for a big wheel?
Yeah. for an adult one. Or you can get one from a certain branded chain of stores. Blue on the front and a yellow star. Not going to say Walmart. They're $169 there.
Don't want to buy one.
Mm.
Although we could
Jeff
just-
Bezos is selling them. He's the most expensive.
Okay, well,
Shame
cool.
on you, Jeff. Shame on you.
Got to be someplace in the upstate where we can ride a big wheel.
Maybe listeners can bring in their big wheels.
Texter wants to know, I will mention this. I don't think we fit on Rumble. I don't know. I don't go on Rumble for anything. Everything I hear about Rumble is politics.
Yeah, it is.
And we don't do that.
Tell them they can go to YouTube.
Well,
Just as-
Texter, if you are watching now,
If
we'll
you
mention it
are.
on the air. Obviously you're watching it somewhere else.
or listening it.
Well, listen to it.
Listening.
You're listening to it.
Listening to.
What you listening to?
All I want to say is you need to stop adjusting your glasses.
I'm not clipping it. Anyway, that one to me doesn't mean anything.
I'm about to take a picture of it.
You emphasize it a lot. Like,
Yeah, I'm
it
gonna
shouldn't
go.
Take that
I'm
long
gonna
to
go.
adjust your
He's
glasses.
probably going, man, he finally noticed. I've been doing this for 5 years.
Have I been here for 5 years?
Yeah, according to management, yes.
Your manager.
I know Tara's on. Tara is Rumble.
If I use the double finger, that's the big one. That's the one that we don't use.
What?
Well, you know the way flipping the bird is one finger here in the Americas? The Irish one and the one that I'm used to using is the double finger. It's the the V for Victor is the reverse peace symbol. It's the reverse of that. That's the bad one in Ireland. That's the one I'm used to doing.
Yeah, but
so
we're
much
not
more
in Ireland.
complicated.
Yeah, but I'm used to it.
It's just proof that Irish hate peace.
No, the reason that we do it is because I'll tell you in a while.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lots of people on stream and on the text line, some of which want us to be on Rumble. Let me reiterate what I said at the beginning of the show. We don't do Rumble because Rumble, from what I understand, is all politics, and we don't talk politics. It's not that none of us are political. We all have our views, and I don't care what his view or his view or his view is. I just want to have fun. And what politics does, it causes people to fight. I don't want to fight here unless we're fighting over something nerdy. Okay. And then fisticuffs can happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say my view improves when I adjust my spectacles.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Very
All right. The
slowly
next
and
matchup,
emphatically.
let's try to squeeze a couple more in the final segment of this hour. The next matchup are Bionicles versus it's a stick. This is versus a stick. Bionicles are a Lego thing. They look like aliens or robots or something. They're really big back in the day. Going up against a stick, which is timeless. You could be walking along in the woods. You might find a stick. You could be walking out in your yard. You might find a stick. You could be walking downstairs in this building. You might find a stick because, I mean, I don't know. It's like tumbleweed sometimes down there. I don't know how they clean things up. They might.
Guys, I think we need a vote out stick. Doing the song way too much.
So if stick should win, we are going to have a lightsaber battle with sticks. That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to teach Odie a lesson. Cameron knows the lesson.
I do.
Yes.
I'll help you teach it, and then I'll
Yes.
I'll refresh you on that.
You know what?
lesson.
And when we teach him the lesson, he'll never adjust his glasses again. All right. Stick versus Bionicle.
I've been hitting the fingers with real swords. I know what. I know
Yeah.
what to do.
Okay. So you're saying that you cut people's fingers off? You said with real swords.
Well, blunt real swords.
That's not what you said.
Real swords.
That's
You know,
pretty-
I've been working in swordy swords.
That's pretty mean, dude.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Bionicles or stick? He's so slow. I should noob you for that. You should have had it ready. All right. Odie is going with, believe it or not, a stick. Matthew, a stick or
I'm gonna
Bionicles?
go with Bionicles.
Oh, look at that. I don't know why there's a chicken.
Why is there a chicken in
Why
the
is there a
six song?
chicken in the six?
No,
Could you
six
explain
song?
that to me, Odie?
All right, Cameron.
You just don't understand the deep lore. Of
Yes,
the six
I don't.
songs,
I guess
no.
not. I mean,
Violently
maybe
angry.
it's from Irish lore, so we're not privy. All right. Yes, I used the word
I will
privy.
bring in my shillelagh.
Okay. Who you hitting first? All right.
God, let it be me, so I don't have to hear
Cameron,
that again.
Bionicle or stick?
Bionicles.
Oh. We got 2 Bionicles and 1 stick.
Lonzo, just before we continue this,
Let it be known
Hang on,
that
no,
if
hang
we
on, hang on,
vote
hang
in
on, hang
Bionicles here, we will not have to hear this song
No, hold
again
on.
for
But
the rest
here's-
of the bracket.
Here's the thing. I'm doing this bracket because I don't want politics. I don't want influence. I don't want anything. Out of the 2, Bionicle means a lot because it meant a lot to Cameron.
I
But
know.
in the end,
I know.
as a poor child from the south side of Columbus,
Well, hold on,
Ohio,
before you say-
my
before you
favorite
say-
toy was a stick and stick. Because that's all we could afford. All right, was a stick. So we have a tie. One-
Texters, I beg you, we are being tortured.
One thing welfare doesn't have to buy you. It's a stick. Okay.
Matthew,
All
don't
right.
fight it because they'll torture us for fun.
You don't need food stamps to buy a stick.
You know
And
what?
as a poor person, I know all about that. But the sticks were free.
You see,
Just because we lived in a place where there were trees.
I never would have cared about
Or a
the
tree.
stick.
We had 1
I
tree.
never ever would have cared about the stick, even though I used stick many times when I was younger. But then I remembered about this, and I'm like, it has to.
Okay, we have a tie. When Matthew gives you the countdown, which he'll do in just a moment, the text line is 800-905-0989. A stick or Bionicles. Matthew.
3, 2, please, I beg you, 1, go.
All right, the first person to text in either Bionicles or stick, that's what's going through.
Pretty sure they use this in Guantanamo.
You know, I just maybe it's not really as annoying as everyone's act like.
it's
I
not,
just
I love
yeah,
it.
it's not. I kind of like the song. I might actually add it to my Spotify. By the way, a stick goes through. Everybody's voting stick. Someone actually voted stick, stick, stick. I don't know why they had to do
Boy,
it
they
3
really
times.
stuck it to us.
They
didn't
did.
Matthew?
You guys got yeah. All right, the next matchup. As we put away the stick for today, is Nerf. So it can
I'm
be
gonna go crazy.
it could be Nerf guns, it could be Nerf football, Nerf basketball,
I'm just looking at it.
anything Nerf. All right, we are moving.
Oh,
on.
sorry.
Yes. Nerf
Sorry.
versus frisbee, or what do they call frisbee in Ireland?
Frisbee.
They don't call it like a disc or
Floppy
something.
disk.
Yeah.
That goes
Okay.
in a computer.
Okay.
Populous
Well,
disc.
no. I mean, so I thought I've heard it called something else. A frisbee. Anyway,
Frisbee.
it's a disc, a throwing disc.
Yeah.
So frisbee versus Nerf. Obviously, we have an affinity. We love Nerf around here. Well, most of us do. Some
Oh,
people.
we have a love
You know who
relationship.
you know who hates Nerf?
Tim
Snow.
Snow.
That's
hates
right.
Nerf.
Because we had to do the Tim rule because Tim lost 5 times in a row.
I lost
Very
about 4 or
funny.
5 times.
he,
in a
he
row.
did. It was like, what do you mean I lost again? Yep, he lost again.
I think my favorite thing was that the shotgun just would malfunction. And then
No, he was trying near the end. I mean, he was getting into it. He started watching wrestling and stuff so he could actually know what he was talking about.
he still couldn't get it.
He
still
still
couldn't get
he
it.
still kept losing. All right, so Nerf versus frisbee. Love frisbees when I was a kid. You know, do you have that person in your family who can't throw a frisbee right? They always throw it and it kind of goes off to the right because they don't realize if you throw it at an angle, it's going to go at an
It'll
angle.
Follow the angle.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a friend in your group who is always that guy, and you have to go out into the busy street to get the frisbee because Joey can't throw it straight.
Stinking Joey.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I remember somebody in the group like that.
yeah. Well, we had some crooked people in our group too.
I can't throw a baseball straight. You think I'm gonna be able to throw a frisbee straight?
Yeah, but there's more. I don't know. I think a frisbee is more technical.
Is it?
It is.
Well, you got to
I
understand
mean,
aerodynamics a little bit more.
yeah, you
Okay.
do. I do.
Well-
All right. So let's go with Nerf or frisbee. I'm going with Nerf. Cameron, what you got?
I'm also going to go with Nerf.
Matthew.
Lo and behold, I'm also going with Nerf.
Okay. And Odie.
Nerf it up.
Nerf.
It's
Screw
Nerf
It
for
is.
nothing.
It's Nerf for nothing. Thank
Scruffy
you.
Nerf herders.
I could not remember that phrase. All right. The next matchup is G.I. Joe. So, Yo Joe, knowing is half the battle, versus the game of life, which with the little pegs that you had to put in to the car, and you would sometimes get married, and sometimes you'd have to pay your taxes and all that stuff, and you would either end up in the poorhouse or the mansion. G.I. Joe versus life. Cameron, who you got?
I think I'm gonna go with GI Joe on this.
Okay. All right.
Snake Eyes alone.
Yeah,
This
Snake
is-
Eyes pretty. Storm Shadow's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the bad guys. Destro, she's kind of the Baroness. Okay, I met the voice of the Baroness, and she was stumbling around with a martini. I'll never forget that. And she's like 65, 60 something years old.
She Irish?
No, but when she did the Baroness voice, it was like, oh, there it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also, how can you forget Cobra?
She was very nice, by the way. I don't know if she's nice when she wasn't drinking. I don't know if she was drunk. She was old. So I mean, she's like stumbled a little bit.
Very, very
Yeah, so it was very nice to meet her, by the way, if she's listening. Because she very well could be. We're worldwide, yo. G.I. Joe versus Life. Cameron, you said G.I. Joe. I also am going with G.I. Joe. Matthew.
I'm gonna go with the Game of Life.
All right.
Yeah.
And Odie.
I flipped the coin as you saw, and I dropped it, but it landed on the Game of Life.
Wow. So we have another tie. I didn't expect the Irish guy to go with G.I. Joe, which is very American.
You see, I mean, you know, I am very American, and it is a thing that we did have Action Man, who was the English equivalent of G.I. Joe, and he used to shoot Barbies, so much to my
What, he had a
sisters.
Barbie gun that he would shoot out Barbies?
No, he used to maim them, and
Yeah,
kill
that
them
sounds
and
like something
destroy
you
them.
did as a kid. All right, so
Yeah.
we have a tie, G.I. Joe or Life. Everyone who's texting, it's not time yet. You gotta wait for Odie to give you the countdown, and then you can text. All right, text line is 800-905-0989. Odie, please give them the countdown.
3 to 1.
All right, there you go. Either G.I. Joe or Life. The next text that text is it. That's what's going to go through. G.I. Joe or the Game of Life. Text line.
Oh, there it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey, now yours is ahead of mine.
Just a millimeters.
Yes. G.I. Joe is going through.
It is.
There we go. So the Game of Life has lost to a real American hero. So who cares about Life? We may actually be able to finish up this here thing.
I think we will.
And move on to other things in the hour number 2.
I know we normally don't do it, but we got a text and hey guys, I'd like to mention my mother tonight, Pat Howard. Mom turned 90 today.
Oh,
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Pat.
I think is it? Yeah.
You said Pat
Happy
Howard.
birthday.
Yeah, Pat Howard. Pat Howard. Patricia. Is it Patricia? Probably.
Pat is usually a short name for Patricia.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
All right. Our final matchup. Dungeons and Dragons versus Batman. This is the matchup right here. This is the matchup right here. When I say Batman, I mean all Batman toys. Maybe you got the Batcave. Maybe you got Batman action figures, which Cameron's favorite toy as a little kid.
You have no idea how much this matchup is tearing.
Yes.
Aside.
And then there's Dungeons and Dragons, Cameron's favorite thing as an adult. So, Cameron, which one are you going with? Batman or Dungeons and Dragons?
I think that's a question of, you know what?
You want to borrow Odie's coin?
No, you can't influence me.
I'm not. Just
Playing some ambient music. That has
It's
nothing to
random
do with the
music,
topic.
yeah.
random music.
I'm gonna go with D&D.
Wow. Cameron goes against Batman. 3-year-old Cameron, Batman. And he wanted a and he goes against Batman for Dungeons and Dragons. Wow. Odie, who you got?
Because it has influenced your lives so much and you're a big influence on my life, I'm going to say D&D.
Wow.
Yeah.
I already know, but go ahead anyway, Matthew.
I'm gonna have to go with one of my absolute favorite hobbies of all time, D&D.
I cannot believe this. Batman has been defeated. But if Batman was going to lose, it would be by D&D. I'm going to go with Batman, but it doesn't matter.
It's the only matchup where I would have picked. This is the only one where I wouldn't have picked Batman. That's it.
Okay.
Anything else, I would have picked Batman.
All right.
If it was Batman or the stick,
Color me
Batman.
shocked. I don't know what color that is,
Shocked.
but yeah.
shock color.
How about a peach color?
Mm,
You reckon it's peachy?
you
Like
think
a
so?
skin tone, like a normal, completely normal, unchanged skin tone. Yeah.
I would have said it was like a luminous purple with blue spots.
I
Wow.
really lost the train of thought there.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Well, trains
The color
one.
of surprise.
Color of no, it was
And then
yeah.
I just
The color of
listed his
surprise is
normal
different
skin
for
color
every
because he
person.
hasn't changed.
What color does a Smurf go when you choke it? Like if
Dude, what is wrong with you?
you?
I mean,
It's a Smurf.
you could accidentally step on a Smurf, and I get that,
Yeah.
but you purposefully
much
are
effort-
choking Smurfs.
That's a lot of effort, man.
Yeah, first of all, you got to catch it, Gargamel, and then you got to choke the
Yeah,
Smurf.
but I used Azrael and he got a Smurf and then I choked it. But I never found out what color it changed because I felt sorry. I had a change of heart.
You
I seen
did.
the poor little Smurf sitting in my hand going, why would you do this to me?
That's
and I
not
said,
how
I'm
Smurfs sound, by the way. but
It is.
No, it's not.
Anyway,
Maybe after you choked a Smurf.
the leprechauns made
After
me
you
do
damage
it.
his windpipe and his vocal cord.
Wow.
cords,
Well,
vocal cords.
he got the vocal coins.
Here's what I hope. I hope
Thank him.
Hefty Smurf finds you while you're asleep,
So do I.
because Hefty will beat the mess out of you.
It's got like a heavy paperweight.
Do you reckon there was more than one female Smurf there? I'm just asking.
In
Why
the
are we thinking
original,
about Smurfs?
I don't know. It's the first thing he came up with.
I thought your thing was green, not blue.
There is
No,
a
it is green.
there is a
but
new Smurf movie coming out with Rihanna as
Will you
as the
Smurf,
female Smurf.
Will you go Smurf it?
No.
Because I won't Smurf it. Will you Smurf it?
Okay. Nope.
I would decline on.
All right, Viper
any
Dave
sort
says Smurfs taste like chicken. I don't know how he knows or why he tried them. So, I mean, it sounds like, I don't know if you get in trouble for copyright infringement or something, but making like a Smurf hot dog would be kind of funny.
Someone in the text said we need to use the Snurf gun.
Yeah, they meant Smurf gun, but
No,
it's okay.
I like what
I
they
mean,
did. I
you
like
know,
what they did.
spelling is hard.
I'm not-
especially-
I'm not
it really
angry.
is very difficult. All right, coming up in the next hour, we are going to talk Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The nominations are in, and we will tell you who we think should be in. We also have a sign of the impending apocalypse, because it's over. This is a sign that every time this sign happens, it's game over, man.
over, man.
We're also going to
Game over.
we're also going to talk about video games and nerd roundtable. There's a big one. There's a big
A little late on the gong there.
there's a big property that has changed hands and could change a franchise forever.
I am never late on the
And
gun.
we are going to talk about that.
See, never. Right. That
Also-
was punctuation right there.
We want you to be a part of the show. Text line is 800-905-0989. We are also live. The stream's going crazy. They are on the stream, on Facebook,
Yeah, just
on
stream is going
YouTube,
crazy.
on Twitch, and on X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. You can find us there. And top of the hour breaks coming up. You know what we're still doing? We're still doing a show. We're the first ones to do this in the building. Everyone has since, I don't want to say copy, but used the same method that we use. And
It's called
they never,
copying.
yeah, well, all right, it's probably copying. And they never give us credit, you know, but we were the first ones, the innovators. That's what we do. When you need to figure something out, you go and talk to the nerd. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
The original gangsters.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Represent. Matthew, represent.
I don't.
You know, until I came
Represent.
until I
know
came
about
to
that.
America, I didn't really know who he was.
Sorry, I went out so early.
No, it's fine. So I started talking about Smurfs.
I don't.
Why is that the default? Or
you're
was
we-
that just
you're
on your
weird.
brain?
You're-
Always on
You're
my
just
brain.
weird, man. I don't know what's going on.
Have you met me, man?
I've been there.
I was there, man.
We're always
Hold on.
unveiling new layers of that weird idea.
I reckon he's gone already.
Would you stop?
What?
Stop it.
Odie has declared.
No,
him
I haven't declared
dumb.
it. I can't because I
Right,
can't
right.
declare it.
You can't
But
declare
in
it.
my own
he,
little
he
brain bubble.
believes he's already gone.
So the last
What it
time one
was.
of them shuffled off this mortal coil,
One of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention who it is.
Yeah.
Last time one of them shuffled
Dude
off
has
the
his
mortal
own
coil.
car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got a cool
He's got his
car.
own car.
I would like that car.
I would like to take a ride in that car.
I'd like to. Yes, I would take it.
I would like to do this in the car.
I did once.
That's
I'm
the
no
king's
longer
one.
invited back.
He just does that, and then he does this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does the thing.
Yeah, but when I do it, I would go, "Oh, my brother, testify."
Testify.
And then I would say, "Odie,
Get the table.
get the tables."
What?
You don't get it, but that's
I don't
fine.
get it. It's okay though.
Matthew, would you get the tables?
We're gonna
I
throw.
would turn the tables.
Well, we're gonna throw someone through the tables. So if you go get the table, we set it up. We would like theoretically take
Is
Odie
this
and
a
put him through
wrestling
the
thing?
table.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, all
I'll
right.
go through a table.
Now, would you like right side, middle, or left?
I don't
I'm
care. I know
good.
how to fall.
You think you just want to watch?
I'm just gonna watch.
Okay.
Oh, we could do a shield slam.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say.
That's what you weren't specific about. So
So would you like?
so
to do,
two of us hold him up, and then the third one is the one who does the slamming.
So,
Would you like to do the holding him up or the slamming part?
Which part requires less upper body strength?
Probably the slamming actually,
I
because the momentum. I mean, he's already coming down anyway.
Oh, yeah.
You're just guiding it with your hand.
think that's all I'll do.
Okay, all right.
I think my little 135-pound.
You know what? You know what you could do.
Is all
You
I'm
know what
gonna
you
be able
could
to
do.
do.
Me and Cameron will hold Odie up. You can jump on the announce table and clothesline Odie
Hold
through
on.
the table.
Why am I getting?
Out of anyone in this room, you're the one. You even said, "Oh, I'd love to go through a table. We would like to help you."
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
we're here to fulfill.
Are we going to
dreams.
video it?
Of course,
Well, then fine.
There are worse ways to go.
there are.
I mean, I've fallen off a horse at 40 miles an hour, so you know, I reckon I can do a table.
Probably
Right.
good to a table.
Yeah, right.
Let's
Right.
up our game.
This is gonna be a
Let's
big
light
deal
the
for
table
you.
on fire.
Stuntman Odie, I'm surprised he ain't been through a table yet.
Been through a window.
You've been defenestrated?
What?
That means to throw someone out of a window.
Okay, but yeah, I have.
I don't know why it's a word.
Have
but
you
it's
been
a
caught on
word.
fire?
My hands have.
Your hands have been on
My
fire.
hands have been on
You
fire.
know you need to stop doing it. Right. You need-
Friction, baby.
You
Yeah.
need to stop that.
Oh.
So what kind of treatment do they put on your hands for they
The
caught them on fire?
sex is on fire. I had to do it.
What kind of stuff they put on your hands before you call them?
It's a kind of a gelatin. It's kind of a. It's pretty tacky kind of stuff.
Odie's been through it all. He's durable.
I'm durable.
All right,
Yeah.
Chris
You know
says
what you're not gonna
clothesline
make it
off
through,
of the
though?
big wheel.
When I asked the mods
Ooh.
to add one electron to every atom of your body.
Ooh, so
I didn't hear any of that.
you've got a better
Mods,
one.
add one electron to every atom in his body.
Yeah, there we go.
Nos?
What? Stop it. Just stop. Just let it go.
Did you really not hear what I said?
No.
I said mods, add an electron to every atom in his body.
No. That's terrible.
So I'm just trying to
It's an
figure
online
out.
meme.
I know.
We could give him the elbow of the people for sure. I don't know how we could do a clothesline off of a big wheel.
Where did the
Although
elbow of the
we
people
set
come
up a big enough ramp, me and Cameron are holding Odie up. Matthew, even though he says he's never driven one, rides the big wheel up, jumps off the ramp, one hand on the handlebar, the other hand clothesline on Odie through the table.
And then doesn't Akira slide with the big wheel afterwards?
Yeah, and just then jumps up and kind of does the John Cena off the shoulder thing and a little bit of shimmy.
Dun, 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 dun. That
I mean,
happens.
Just because I can do it doesn't mean we have to.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Just because I want to do it doesn't mean we should.
Like everybody in the stream, everybody in the chat knows that I could obviously do that right now, anytime, no problem,
Mhm.
because I'm just built that way.
100%.
You are.
Skill
Well,
that's been
you
well
are.
Which is why we
broadcast.
don't have to do that. We don't
Many
have to prove it.
times.
Just
We
take my
know.
word for it. Trust
We
me,
know.
bro. Just trust me.
If there was anyone in this room who might have a shot of driving the big wheel up the ramp, it'd be you.
Totally.
Because all of us have the Bowser at the moment.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about that.
Big wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on
I was gonna say,
boiling.
last time I did go karting at one point.
Rolling,
It's not
Rolling.
go-karting in a law.
rolling.
Rolling. What was the song that we sang last year that broke him?
We sing songs all the
I know,
time.
but the one that we kept
You're
doing.
usually the one who
I
breaks.
know.
You always break.
I'm not doing it. I know what it is, but I'm not doing it because my head hurts, and I'm not doing it. I can throw some bass in when my head hurts, but I ain't hitting that high thing.
I know you're helping. I know you're helping, but it's not working.
I already know what it is. He knows the song.
Yeah, I know. Tell me the song.
We're not doing it.
Do it.
No.
No.
If anybody remembers the song I was singing last year that broke Cameron, please tell me, and I would start singing it again. Yes, I will.
Because I added it to my Spotify and
I know,
sometimes
and I
play
can't
it.
remember what it is.
I do. I'm not telling
Tell
you.
me.
Nope.
Tell me the night before we leave.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
Well, welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Odie and Cameron and Matthew here on Saturday night having fun. We just, you know what? I get it. I get it that you're into your politics, that you're into this and that and the t'other, but it's okay to smile. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to at least go, man, that's stupid. Because it is. You're right. We're just having fun. The best thing that we can do is when we leave here at sometime after 9:00, smile when we're leaving, going, wow, or man, I can't believe Odie said that, or
What? Hey, hold on a
or
second.
that impersonation that Matthew did was
Oh, yeah.
spot on, or I can't believe we went pappy free for 2 straight hours.
Didn't happen though.
No, that's already happened.
And the ship has sailed and wrecked.
That train.
It was a
has sailed.
hypothetical, okay? I wasn't technically talking about this night. I was talking about every
Got
Saturday.
into an
Listen.
iceberg and got eaten by mermaids.
You just need to stop talking about hippopotamus, hypotheticals.
Yeah,
Still need to hit one with a train.
yeah,
though.
we do. We do. Now there's just, I mean,
That train has sailed.
maybe we need to make an AI video of a train hitting a hippo and see
No,
what
because if we
happens.
make an AI video, Matthew will explode. I told you it was going to happen.
Yeah,
You see?
I will.
All right, Chris
Yeah.
says no pappy free zone. Okay, whatever.
They can't silence me.
Yeah, we can.
I'm here for you,
I
the
bet
people.
I bet I could.
Coming up on Sunday nights, it's a Pappy Free Zone.
Wow. All right, tease your show. That's what
what?
you want to do.
Oh, what? Sunday nights here. Wait, Sunday nights with Odie Fitzgerald only on East 99. What are the voice of the Carolinas? 8:00 on Sunday.
Just
nights.
because it's a pappy free zone doesn't mean you shouldn't listen. You should listen to Odie on Sunday night.
You never know. Pappy might show up some night. You never know.
No,
Never.
that probably would get you in trouble. You don't want to
Probably
do
would.
that.
No,
Yeah.
that's a bad
Yeah,
idea.
Yeah, you don't want
I
Trump.
need to stay in the safety of the speakeasy of the Upstate Pulse.
There you go.
Staying
I
away
think-
from Johnny Law.
I think, all right, on this hour of the show, we are going to talk about Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We've got a Signs of the Impending Apocalypse. We've got some video games. We've got Nerd Roundtable. We are going to talk Captain America and Dragon Ball and Spiderman and Invincible. And we'll probably get to about 3 of those things. But anyway, we intend to get to at least 3 of those things. Let us start out with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It has been a tradition here on the Upstate Pulse to talk about the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the people who eventually get in. And feel free to play along at home if you think they should be in or not. The text line is 800-905-0989. Stream Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X, either at 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. Put together a montage that we're going to play right now. Sorry, stream, you can't hear it, but you know what? You can tune in to the Odyssey app or actually listen to 98.9 FM, if you're in the area. All right, here's a montage of all the bands except for one that are nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Matthew, feel free to chime in if you know any of these bands.
Okay.
Let's just all watch Matthew and see if he recognizes anything.
I mean, like I recognize this song.
Okay.
I've heard it before.
Who's this? Do you know who this is?
No.
Mariah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. What? We're not doing that quiz?
No, we want him to.
Oh, okay. All right.
She asked for extra time.
She did. She always does. She's a diva. Is it over yet? Oh!
Go on back down.
Guess what we're doing on the stream?
Looks a lot like the Trump dance, too. I don't know if you noticed that. Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard the backup singers.
Oh, yeah. It's got soul. The Beatles really sound good in this one.
It's Joe Cocker, and he's on cocaine. No, really.
He probably is.
I mean, you've seen John Belushi's version of
Yeah,
it.
I have.
He's also dead. So, well, he is.
I mean, that's factual, but still.
Get the facts here on the Upstate Pulse.
Do your lips like the Billy Idol? Come on, Matthew. Billy, that's too late.
I know White Wedding. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
aware of it.
I thought that was Madonna for a second.
What, this?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I listen to this song all the time. Matthew, you heard this?
I know this
Okay,
one too.
all
Yeah,
right, all right.
I've heard it.
He is aware that girls just want to have fun.
That's Belinda Carlisle, isn't it?
You are not funny. There was a wrestler in the was there one in this video too? I think so. I think so. There was. There's a lot of her videos for this
Hey,
album.
you guys.
No,
It was.
no, it's Captain Lou Albano.
Ah, cool. Blur.
See, you think that's funny? No one gets it though.
I know nobody gets
Yeah,
it.
no, nobody. I'm sorry.
Ah,
It's like 1 a.m. in Ireland. Maybe someone there gets it.
yeah, they do. They get it in Ireland. Blur or Oasis.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I was very Radioheady. I was saying, anyway, here's Wonderwall.
It's like I've been doing this for too long.
No, but you've got to, you know, you could do music radio.
I could do a lot of things.
Casey Kasem coming up. Here's Wonderwall, long after my time.
Yeah, Texter said New Order. They're right for sure.
New Order.
We'll talk about that a little bit later. There are some really good bands
Mm-hmm.
this year.
Yeah.
I don't know why I put so much of this one in there.
Well, it's a Wonderwall.
Yeah, it is. It's just I would say it was a hastily put together medley. But it took me a little bit longer than that.
On the stream, what are we playing? What are we playing? We're shaking
Way to
it.
go, Matthew.
Oh,
Yeah. You're shaking it,
Missed it.
Matthew.
Woo.
This, by the way, is Fish. I kind of like it. I've never heard them before.
no, it is. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Ooh, I love that bass. Sorry.
Sorry to everyone on stream can't hear the music, but because our stuff would get flagged and it'd be taken down.
Yep.
So
All the flags.
yes.
Oasis definitely would have done it.
Yeah. Creepiest video in the history of videos. Black Hole Sun. Don't. Don't worry, the montage is almost
The
done.
montage is. We've a minute and 26 seconds of montage.
I know.
Gonna have a montage.
I think there's only one band left, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Barry White.
You'll never find as long as you live
Well, that was very
someone to love you
karaoke singer right
the
there.
way that I do.
Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back.
But an 8 Nation Army.
So there you
That'll
go.
do
You can
some
go ahead and
damage.
you can go ahead and fade this last one. All right. So Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2025. This is the short list. Oh well, that's the short list. Never mind. The short list.
The short
I'm not going to
list?
talk about the short list.
Shirtless.
Shirtless. No, Odie, do not go shirtless. All right. The first band. I think they did these. No, they're not in alphabetical order. I does know how to spell. Bad Company. As a children, I really loved. You didn't like Bad Company.
Not really.
Was Bad Company not big in
It wasn't really, but I used to listen to a lot of stuff from across the pond anyway, so it didn't really.
Midnight Rambler?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they had some good songs. Yeah, they were good, and yeah, I did sing.
Wait a minute, I figured out why he didn't like it. He said from across the pond. Bad Company, the English rock band that released its self-titled debut album in
do well- they didn't do
1974,
well in
appears on the
Ireland.
short list. Okay.
Boy, I wonder
Oh,
why.
wow. Paul Rogers and drummer Simon Kirk, who'd both been the band Free, as well as former Mott the Hoople.
Not too were a
guitars.
good band.
I just wanted to say Mott the Hoople. I did.
All the young
All right.
dudes.
All right. I knew them from somewhere. right, the next band that's possibly getting it. Do you think Bad Company's getting in? I think they've been on the list for a while. I don't know.
Maybe if Dolly Parton was there.
Someone on the text line said when Jay-Z did Wonderwall at Glastonbury, it was epic.
Okay.
All right, fine, whatever, Odie. Black Crowes, always liked the Black Crowes. Especially She Talks to Angels.
I can't
Calls them
remember
out by their name.
I can't remember it. I can't.
Yeah, I
remember
just said she says she talks to
Yeah,
angels.
no, I know, but I can't remember it. It's not.
Doesn't know the word addiction. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
just know all
keep
that.
saying the lyrics, but they're just
all right.
my brain is not computing.
I don't know what song Wonderwall is, but I do know that it's a meme.
Okay. All right,
Is
that's
it?
good to know.
So anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. The next band on the list
I made that joke.
is not a
already.
band. It is a person who is not rock and roll. Those first two, rock and roll. This one is Mariah Carey. Let us have the same fight that we have every single year, that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame should have rock and roll artists in it, not people like Dolly Parton. But I will say the original rock and roll came from blues.
Mhm.
It came from black gospel. It came from all that kind of stuff combined.
Irish.
So I
music.
could see why. No, it's bluegrass.
I mean,
why-
it transformed
Mariah.
into it.
So Mariah Carey, she's going to be first ballot. She is. She's going to be in there.
I care so little about Mariah Carey getting into it. I'm not even going to argue.
Okay. All
I'm not
right.
even gonna argue.
The next band on the list is Chubby Checker. And if you were watching on the video, you saw us doing the twist.
We did the twist.
Here's the thing about Chubby Checker. I think he's been on the list for a while. Can you name another Chubby Checker song?
No.
Out before even I was born,
Yeah.
Chubby Checker. Yeah.
So he's obviously going to be posthumously put into the.
Well, he's been dead for a while, but
Okay.
at least I believe so. All right. The next one is Joe Cocker. Joe Cocker, amazing to watch someone nearly combust while singing. This is a lot of fun to see, and also kind of scary.
How did he almost blow up?
He just
Chubby Checker's still alive.
is he?
Yeah.
Sorry, Chubby.
Sorry, Chubbs.
He might actually live in this area too.
He's 83,
Sorry, Chubby.
and his wife is still alive.
If you want to beat Odie up, come down because he's one said. He said,
he's from Spring Gully in South Carolina.
yeah, that's why I said he's
Sorry,
probably
Chubby.
in this area. I thought I remembered that he was from around here. Joe Cocker was I really enjoyed Joe Cocker because again, I thought he was going to spontaneously combust every time he sang.
He
It was,
did.
Billy Idol is next on the list. Bill, how does Billy Idol not really? You don't like Bill?
It's not that I don't like him. I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to his music.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
just don't like anyone.
Wow.
I like you.
Wow.
Okay.
How can you not like Billy
Your
Idol?
points.
Billy Idol is right.
Yeah, I know. Look, I as I said, it's not that I don't like him. I just wouldn't go out of my way to listen to his music.
Okay.
You
fine.
won't turn the.
Would you
channel
turn it
No,
off
I
if it
wouldn't.
was
No,
on?
if it was on, I'd probably sing along with it.
Okay. All right, fine. All right. The next band is New Order, which we played a little bit earlier. They had several songs in the 80s.
Yeah, they were
It was new wave kind of
electro funk.
yeah, which
No, not electro pop.
it was stuff that I was really into. I
Yeah.
really liked it. All right, the next one is Cyndi Lauper again. Well, Cyndi Lauper more of a rocker than
Yeah,
Mariah Carey for sure.
she was a rock chick.
She was.
She was a rock chick.
And she also wrestled. The next or was a wrestling manager,
What?
which makes
Oh,
you
okay.
rock and roll.
Okay.
All right, the next one is a band called Mana, which is a Mexican band. I've never heard of them before.
Never heard of it.
They're one of their favorite famous songs is Mariposa Tricanera.
Okay,
I'm sure I said that perfectly.
flawless.
All right.
Matthew, thoughts?
The next band is Oasis, Matthew's favorite band on this
Matthew's
list,
favorite band.
because here's Wonderwall. So there we go. There we go.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like, who are they? What are they?
What?
Did they do?
What? All right. And the next,
Bro.
no, we're almost done with this. The next band is Outkast. I just don't know. I mean, they had Sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real.
Meant to make you down to cry.
That was good. That really was. All right. The next band we listened to a little bit earlier was Fish. And I know that Fish got a following the way Grateful Dead did after Jerry Garcia died, according to what I heard.
You know, I didn't realize that he had an ice cream named after him.
Yeah, it's Ben and Jerry's.
Cherry Garcia.
Yeah. And the next one is Soundgarden. I mean,
Great band.
that's a rock and roll band
It should
right there.
absolutely go in.
I would have said they're grunge more than rock and roll. Yeah, it is.
But
rock
grunge
and roll.
is rock and
still
roll.
Rock and roll. Though.
And then finally the White Stripes, who
Are just.
but how
weird.
many hits did the White Stripes
A
have?
lot.
a lot.
Actually
Did
have a
they?
lot, yeah.
Yes.
Name some other ones.
Hotel Yorba.
What?
Hotel
What is-
Yorba.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
It's one of their songs. The Hotel Yorba.
Yeah, I don't know what it
I
is.
was watching with one eye on the other side. It's kind of a bluegrassy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Icky Thump.
Iggy Thump. Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing: the White Stripes, if they get in, they would get in for one song and one song alone.
I mean, Seven Nation Army.
Yes, because everyone uses it in every stadium. All right, we're gonna take a break. When we come
Biggest
back,
anthem song.
when we get back, we're going to get to some signs of the impending apocalypse. We're also going to talk about Captain America: A Brave New World, Dragon Ball Diamond, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and Invincible Season 3. This is the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Icky Thump played in other guys. Right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yes.
At what number?
I don't know.
2.5.
You know, we could have picked a number because I know that he wasn't going to look it up. He's looking it up right now.
Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, if you're going to have a fight to any song, Icky Thump just works.
It kinda.
I ought to use that for a D&D battle at some point. Just throw Icky Thump in.
Number 2.
What went to number 2?
Iggy Thump. Billboard Top 200 debuted at number 2.
It did not.
Yes,
I'm
it
looking at it. It says
I'm-
it went to 26.
I'm
Still
looking
on
at
the
it here.
chart.
The album
Still on the
chart,
chart.
performance, Billboard Top 200.
I'm looking at Billboard Hot 100. And it went to
nobody cares about-
26.
Nobody cares about the top 100. Only Casey Kasem, but Casey Kasem isn't with us anymore.
Casey Kasem coming live from the Billboard top.
What is it?
American Top 40.
And
coming
according to this, Seven Nation Army only made it to 76.
Oh,
They only had 3 songs to ever chart. The other one was Blue Orchid.
I don't know, Blue Orchid.
Right. If they make it into the Hall of Fame, it will be for one song that never even made it into the top 40. Do you do the weird thing at the end, Trey, where you go, "Eep, eep, eep, eep," when you're singing "You Are So Beautiful to Me," and then do you break down? I mean,
I don't know that song.
"You Are So Beautiful to Me."
You are so beautiful. That one.
So you do know
Oh,
the song.
Too. I didn't know
Yes.
that was Joe Cocker.
Wow.
Yes.
Destroy the moon.
He also did
Yeah.
"Love Lift Us Up Where We Belong
Where the eagles fly.
on a mountain high."
I didn't know that was him either.
Yeah, with Kim Carnes, I think, from Dirty Dancing.
Was Dirty Dancing. Nobody puts Baby in the corner.
That guy should have been arrested.
Baby or the corner.
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze.
Oh, Crazy Swayze.
Yeah, because he was like 30 and she was 17.
16 is the legal age limit, isn't it?
It depends on what state you're in.
Okay.
Why you look like you're worried about that? Don't. And people are seeing the look on your face.
I'm 40.
Don't do that.
Moving swiftly on from that.
I'm 43. So just I'm too old for any
That
of
is
that.
a conversation.
Any of that kind of.
Happened.
Yes.
Well,
yes, it
that
is.
just happened.
Yes, it did.
I wasn't looking weird. That's how I look.
Uh-huh.
The lift goes up where we belong.
So, Matthew, have you played Avowed yet? Okay.
I don't know what is that.
It's
Oh, we went
have
over
you-
that so
It's an
early.
Obsidian game.
Yes. Have you played any Pillars of Eternity games?
I don't think I have.
I don't know any of them. Like Seven Nation Army, yeah.
You gotta
X-Dump,
try.
Yeah,
Pretty fun.
that's it.
Right. That's what
So
I'm
they're
saying.
all-
Oh, we're going to be
Universe.
friends. I like that one.
First two are
Spring is gone.
CRPGs.
Is it
and
chart?
Avowed is like first person game. And that's the
Probably not.
universe.
Okay, yeah.
And I only like it from Napoleon Dynamite.
I just think charting has something to do with
What about
making it into
Napoleon
the Hall of
Dynamite?
Fame.
What did you reference?
He's talking about a song.
One of the songs out of Napoleon Dynamite.
We're all in the same room, Mama Beth.
God.
Who said that? What? Oh,
We're in the same room. His arms are longer.
I can't
Being like
invade.
T-Rex arms. At least that's what the Taylor
I can't
said.
invade anybody's space. I got touched.
Oh no, it's coming to me. Ah!
Let's do radio.
I've just been cursed.
Yes, you have.
Danhausen, when did you get in here?
Very, very good, very evil.
I'm telling. I'm telling.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Odie and Cameron and Matthew going strong on Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Saturday nights, all
Saturday
right, for
night.
fighting. Saturday nights, all right.
Is that when I
Can't remember. I can't remember the rest of the
All
lyrics.
right, all right. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit those high notes because of my head.
Yeah.
My head's
because
not
of your
so
head.
big that I can't do
I
it.
want Odie to come in dressed as Elton John at some point.
Okay.
Like he doesn't already do that on Fridays. He probably does at his other job. Anyway,
Saturday.
I need I'm sure that Odie
Yeah.
has signs of impending apocalypse ready
I-
because I did mention it a couple times. I would not noob him over him not having that ready because I did say it was coming up. All right, that's the theme that lets us know that the world is about to end. Now, I will say that we are not going to talk about the asteroid because we already talked about that. And we'll be talking about that forever, about how it's hurtling towards the Earth.
Until it hits us.
And now
It's covered.
It was
4.3%.
yeah, which is like twice as much as it was like, you
It's
know,
going to hit no matter what. It's gonna hit.
yeah, it's we probably are all going to die. So let's have fun on Saturday
Nah,
night.
it's not that big.
'Cause
It'll take out a city.
It will take it. Oh, okay.
It's
So
there's a lot
projected
of
to
cities.
land in like the Pacific Ocean.
apparently
Yeah.
that's okay.
I
That
kinda
would
said-
not
I
cause a
kinda-
tsunami or anything.
I
you
kind
know.
of said that really kind of.
You did.
Just take out a city.
Yeah,
It'll be
yeah.
fine.
Not to mention we have literally tested ballistics to
We have.
divert asteroids.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Mhm.
shoot
Oh, yeah.
that cube at it, and it'll be
And-
fine.
The time that we have, we also have plenty of time to improve that technology. It's not going to hit.
Well,
Until like a month from now, we'll be talking about it now has a 10.7% chance of hitting the Earth. That's not what this is about because we had already talked about that before. This is about, and I'm sure Matthew knows all about this. It's a messenger of doom. It's called an oarfish, the
okay.
doomsday oarfish, which has been sighted, and it fuels apocalyptic fears. So apparently, anytime the oarfish, which exists deep within the ocean, is seen on the surface,
sometimes.
something major is supposed to happen.
That'd be the second one because there was an anglerfish,
Did the
a
fish
deep
jump?
sea anglerfish.
No, because then it would be over if it did.
Game over, man.
All right. While experts focus on scientific explanation, public perception remains deeply tied to superstition. Social media continues to buzz with speculation as many believe that the oarfish's sudden appearance is an omen. Usually it means that an earthquake is coming when it appears on the surface of the water. That person actually sounds like that. I
Okay,
heard
man.
one commentator warned. For now, the true reason behind the oarfish presence remains
Hmm.
a mystery.
I'm not a marine biologist, so I wouldn't know.
Or
Out
fish,
of-
they're
But
about.
listen, out of any of us in the room,
Hmm.
if you had said, okay, there's a marine biologist in the room,
Hmm.
So funny enough, one of my good friends from college is a marine biologist.
Get him on the phone. What's his number? We call
so
him up.
you would know what a marine biologist acts like. So you could act like a marine
You
biologist.
know who else is also a marine biologist?
Who?
Aquaman.
Jotaro Kujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay, I thought you were going to
Is
say.
he actually a marine
Yes, he
biologist?
is actually a marine
Do
biologist.
they have jobs in that show?
I thought you were going to say Charlie James, and I was going to say, okay, all right, I can see that. See Charlie as that. So anyway, this oarfish, check it out if you get a chance. Not now because we're on the air and you should be watching us
I
and
saw it
listening to
earlier
us.
this week.
But it's kind of it just looks like
It's an
like-
eel. It's a
It
kind of
looks
an
like a
eel.
flat eel.
looks
yeah.
like a tape almost. You know how you swirl around like a streamer or something, except it's in the water,
Oh yeah.
and it's very odd looking.
It's
It
Deep sea
silver.
fish,
Yeah,
they're all
silver.
weird looking.
Although in that article it talks about a lot of times it's if you see it, an earthquake's going to happen because it's in deep in the ocean and the tectonic plates moving and everything, and it might cause it to go, oh crap, things about to happen. Let me go up higher.
Yeah, this is my
That makes
impression
sense,
of the
honestly, yeah.
oarfish.
Gonna go to the surface now. It's getting mad nasty down here.
And then they're on the surf. That's my impression.
Mad
of
nasty.
Oh God, why is it so bright up here?
Yeah, mad nasty, ladies and
I'm gonna-
gentlemen.
I'm gonna have to close my eyes.
It's getting
It's
mad
getting mad
nasty.
nasty down
It's
here.
getting
Let me
mad
go-
nasty.
Let me go up to the surface. Let me do a swim.
All right, I said we're
Swim
going to
between.
talk about some other stuff, but let's talk about the fact,
Swim
and
between.
hopefully I have this article that they finally have solved
Jack.
who Jack the Ripper is, and I don't think it's gotten. Yeah, here it is. I don't think people have.
He was a Polish guy, wasn't he?
Let's see.
So they haven't. I want to say it right.
It's
now
not
'cause I was-
100%.
It is
Yeah.
100%.
They haven't
It's not
solved
100%.
it. There is just some forensic evidence that
According to
points
DNA,
a
yeah.
potential suspect who was one of the suspects at the time.
Yeah, but if his DNA was on the scarf of Marie, what's her name? One of the women that was killed.
All right, Russell Edwards is identified has identified 100% DNA match to locate the real identity of serial killer Jack the Ripper. The infamous killer who terrorized London women may have been 23-year-old Aaron Kosminski, who had long been considered a suspect at the time. Oh, without a doubt, 100% it's him, said this forensic guy, Edwards, who in 2007 bought a shawl that was found at the scene of the murder of Catherine
Oh, Catherine.
Eddowes. Jack the Ripper's identity revealed after DNA match, historian says. So, I mean, we can't say for sure that it's him, but we can't say for sure that it's not him.
Yeah, we can't ask him. You know, can't dig him up.
That is very well. Maybe you could. I don't know.
Okay. Do like Dungeons and Dragons, and you can ask him 5 questions. Dig him up.
I was actually about to say that. Matthew, you got the spell ready?
Is that as good? Is that a question? Yes.
So, as the science guy in the room,
Yeah.
even though I'm not talking to you. I mean, I know.
He's talking to the obvious.
Yeah,
science
no, no.
guy in the
I'm
room.
talking to
Matthew?
Talking to Matthew as a science guy in the room. Why do you immediately dismiss it, or in your mind do you
I
think
don't,
that there's
immediately dismiss it or
possibility?
anything. There's certainly a possibility. There's no confirmation 100% on it. It definitely sounds like it's a researcher who jumped the gun a little bit on the idea of saying, "Oh, it's 100%," just out of probably excitement or wanting to go down in history as the guy that solved it. Any number of reasons, but there's definitely some validity to.
It's true. 100%. He's the killer. Put him in jail.
All right, so
Yeah.
Odie and I were talking about this off the air, and a lot of the places where these murders happened, Odie just happened to be slinking around, and he's been to. He's been
late
to.
at night
Is
in London.
there a Jack the Ripper pub crawl?
Many of
Okay,
them. You can go
all right.
on the Jack the Ripper tours. I've been to all of the sites where all of the murders
So,
took
and
place. But the thing is, here's the thing about London is a really old city.
Mhm.
And all of the sites like White Castle and
White Castle, I love their
yeah,
burgers.
that's really
Yes,
cool.
it's
Going to White
yes,
Castle.
I used to hang out there
And
like after
That's
2
a
o'clock.
joke because nobody likes White Castle burgers.
That's not
I
true.
actually do.
That's
I
not
like
true.
White
White
Castle
Castles
burgers,
are
yeah.
excellent. Yes.
No.
And
Uh-uh.
they're all
You are the
all-
minority, Matthew.
They're all very close to the subway line, so you can hop off the tube and you can get to the place, and they bring you around on the tube. And as I said, all of the places in London, they're exactly the same as they were. They've got the cobble streets, they've got the old stone buildings, so nothing has changed, and nothing has changed from when the murders happened, apart from the body's been taken up.
By the way, Dave on the stream says I love sliders. So there you go, Matthew. You're the only one who doesn't like them.
yeah, man.
White Castle sliders taste like frozen burgers that they heated up.
All right. So have you actually been to an actual White Castle to have them?
Yes.
They cook them right in the thing, right in front of you. I mean, it's
I'm not
amazing.
saying that they actually serve you frozen burgers.
Okay.
I'm saying that they taste like that.
So you're the what's the equivalent down here? They used to be down the road.
Crystals?
Crystals. So you're a crystal guy. So you just automatically you hate White
Oh
Castle.
no, I might have been thinking about Crystal.
Okay. Because
I don't think I've had white. I think I
Yeah.
had Crystal.
yeah, because White Castle isn't
Excuse
available
me,
down
sir, please
in this
adjust the
area.
shade.
I don't
I
think
I was
it's.
thinking of Crystal burgers.
I don't think there's a
Crystal.
White
They're
Castle
terrible.
below the Mason Dixon. I don't believe.
Okay.
Also, Dave postulates and asks, is Odie Doctor Who?
Yes.
So you're talking about White Castle and the burgers and stuff?
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to hit the Nerd Roundtable and talk about some nerdy stuff because we haven't done that today. obviously. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. I'm enjoying all the new people on the stream. Wow.
I used my news
You just
voice
unmuted
on-
for some real rare.
Where did I use my? When did I hit my news voice? I didn't notice myself go in.
When you were talking about Jack the Ripper, you
You
went
did.
straight into
You
it.
did.
Oh,
It's
did
fine.
I?
That's
You
fine.
slipped right
Oh,
into
I
it.
mean, dude, you do that. You do that all the time. We're used to that.
We don't
I mean,
normally
that's
call
the-
you out for it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you know.
It's part of your character.
It's not part of my character. That's just who I am.
Yeah,
kayfabe.
I was going to
Literally my
say.
job.
It's
Yeah,
kayfabe.
I mean, you know,
We're not real people. We're all actors.
It's true.
part of my job on the other station is sports, and today, I think people who finally are dealing with the Kansas City thing. Everywhere I went, people want to talk about Kansas City because of my coat. It's the only coat I have. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, what happened, dude? Including the manager at First Watch, come up, had a extensive conversation with him. Talked to a guy in Lowe's. Think someone talked to me in Food Lion. It's like,
Do you
Maybe
reckon?
sad conversations?
Do you reckon Nora's a bot?
I don't know, probably not.
Hey Nora, are you a bot?
Wow.
Just put it out there.
I haven't seen.
I haven't tried
that
Whataburger
type
either.
of
Isn't
post
that
from
what's
bots.
down the
Oh,
road?
Whataburger is fantastic.
Yeah, I don't like your enthusiasm.
No, it really is.
Yeah, your
I went in
enthusiasm
with
bothers
eyes wide open.
Is that the
and I was-
one down there, right? On
I
Woodruff
don't know.
Road.
I
There's
didn't-
isn't
there's
that
one-
Whataburger on Woodruff Road, the new one?
Possibly.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
Yeah, no, we should go.
Yeah, because we haven't been yet.
It's good.
So maybe we'll do that
My
next
friend
week.
and I were gonna go, but he has. We haven't.
I went to the
gone.
one in Anderson.
He wants
It's
to wait for
really
the coupon
good.
That's never coming in.
A coupon. Why do Americans
What's
call
up,
them
Brian?
coupons? It's coupon.
It's coupon.
Coupon.
It's coupon.
It's
That's
coupon.
not just that's not an American.
It's American thing.
That's just a specific.
It's
regional
it's
thing.
a
It's
marketing.
it's a regional thing.
Oh, is
it's,
it?
it's coupon. Yeah.
Why have you heard them called coupons?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. But those are Fonzie people. Excuse me. Do I have any coupons?
Do you have a great coupon?
But the problem is the people who say coupon don't actually
Why?
use them.
Why do you do that to me?
What?
A 9-hour pause.
Wasn't even one of those this time.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're panicking. You haven't been noobed yet. Would you like to just go ahead and get it out of the way?
You've said it. It's gonna happen now.
Would you? I mean, we can go ahead and noob you.
No,
I have no
no.
problem with noobing you, even
did you
though you
noob-
haven't been noobed.
Did you noob last week?
No,
No,
it was perfect last week.
the entire time.
That's the first time. I mean, I was on it last.
I
week.
couldn't.
noob
I
party.
couldn't hear a bit on the stream. The bit that you played and it wasn't on the stream.
Yeah, that does not count because the
Mm.
stream is awesome, but it's also secondary. So,
This is
especially when
the
I
end.
wasn't prepared to have to do everything, but I had to do
Sorry about
everything
that.
because someone had a headache. I mean,
It
yeah.
wasn't just a headache. It was a
That's-
migraine. It was
that's what you-
vomiting and
okay.
diarrhea.
You never
and
said there was vomiting or diarrhea.
there was everything.
You post-
Everything.
you posted a song.
I posted a song.
You posted a song on Facebook.
Did I
Yes.
post a song?
Yes.
Okay.
It might have been
Song
an
you
old song,
posted.
but I saw you post a song. Of like I thought he had a migraine and all this stuff.
What song did I post? On my own account.
Thank you, Mark. It's good to know that you are not a bot.
How do you do, fellow human? I too am of the human variety.
That was on February the 14th. That was Friday night. I posted a
That's
song.
my favorite thing. That you do.
Showed up on mine Saturday.
And it's a stolen joke.
Well,
I know,
you know,
but you do it so well,
Thank you.
You come back with roundtable?
Mark. With that, you could have just added it as like a quick.
maybe I
little
am. Maybe I'm not.
advertisement
Maybe
for
I'm
your book,
deciding how
too,
the
just
show
to
runs.
Sell that
tonight.
you're not a bot.
You can do that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
hope that's going.
you can pick whatever you want to talk about tomorrow. You go
do
right
it
ahead.
to
And when someone
yourself.
asks you, you can say, "Well, Lonzo said I could talk about anything I wanted to talk about,"
Okay.
in which I will categorically.
Tune in tomorrow night. It's gonna be fun.
I'll say, "Yeah," but you know,
It's gonna be off the hook.
What's happening tomorrow night?
Presents the Nerd Roundtable.
Allow me to elaborate.
Because the guys from your high school debate team need to lay the smackdown.
Are you familiar with the Drake equation?
The one that estimates the odds of making contact with extraterrestrials by calculating the product of an increasingly restrictive series of fractional values, such as those stars of planets and those planets likely to develop life. N equals R times FP times NE times FL times FI times FC times L.
Yeah, that one.
You might want to get out.
Welcome into the only nerd roundtable in the history of mankind. There will never be another one. There is not one presently. There is only this one, as far as I know. I mean,
We are the Alpha and
I
Omega.
could be wrong, but I mean, we've been doing nerd roundtable
Still
for
better than Arthur's round table.
no,
Those guys are a bunch
Hold
of
on
jerks.
now. Hold on now. Hold on.
Look, I knew those guys.
Yeah, Lancelot's kind of a punk, man. I mean, yeah, I get Lancelot on the best night. Why you got to mess with Arthur's girl?
Just
why
because you're
why
ugly
you got to do
doesn't
that?
doesn't mean you should take advantage of the situation.
Did you see it? He was old, man. He was so old.
All right, it depends on which rendition you're looking at. Are you looking at the book, or are you looking at
Sean Connery, first night.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was
he was not Lancelot.
old.
Oh, you're talking about First Night.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the one that had Picard in it, and it.
What?
You don't know that one? It was
No.
Excalibur. It came out. I don't know. I'm gonna go with
That wasn't Picard.
88, 89. Oh, Picard was in it.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
Look it up. Speaking of Picard,
Go on, tell your story.
yeah. Anyway,
What was it called?
yeah, Excalibur is the name
Oh,
of
it
the
is
movie.
Excalibur.
I'll continue my rant about the Arthurian round table
Yes.
later.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I
So
have my
anyway,
beef.
so we sometimes have breakdowns here, and we have to prove things. Okay.
1981.
All right.
Helen Mirren,
Yeah.
Nigel Terry.
Yeah.
Ah,
There we go. Thank you very much. And he had hair.
Hey,
Kind of.
Cody, here's a crow. Eat it. Eat the crow.
I went to see that with my cousin Keith, who has done all our artwork on the Upstate Pulse for many years, including the poster behind me and all the stuff that's in the background that you can't see right now because it's covered by 4 people, but it's there. Trust me.
And what large people.
And as Mark said, Patrick Stewart was an Excalibur. He absolutely was.
he had hair.
Yeah. Well, that would throw you off
Yes, it
about the hair.
would.
All right.
Like
So a
Joey
major
Existence balls?
a major acquisition in the world of entertainment happened just a couple of days ago. Amazon has procured
Whoa.
the rights
Oh.
to James Bond.
Oh yeah, they're gonna woke it.
No,
They are.
no.
They
they're-
are.
Why is that always the first thing you think? No, they're not. Here's what's going to happen. I think our guy is going to end up being James Bond.
Henry Cavill's going to.
Henry Cavill is going to be James Bond.
I don't think he should. I mean, he is. Don't get me wrong. He is a dreamy man. He is a beautiful specimen of manhood. He really is. I have a man crush.
For
on him.
now, the best Superman of all time.
Oh yeah, no,
that's
I
my
will go with
opinion.
that. But he's James Bond needs to be a little bit gritty. He needs a little
He
bit.
is gritty.
How could you,
I think-
dude?
Have you never watched Witcher?
I did. He was the Witcher.
He's nothing but
I think
gritty in Witcher.
He said my favorite word at least 5 times. in the
Okay,
show.
he's nothing but gritty in Witcher. For
Yeah,
sure.
but I think he's too beautiful. James Bond needs to be beautiful, but I think he's too beautiful.
No, James Bond he's a ladies' man. Of
He
course, he
is.
needs to be beautiful.
Look at Daniel
part of
Craig.
his
He was a
tool set.
good-looking guy, but he wasn't amazing. And Sean Connery, again, a good-looking man.
Roger Moore,
Roger
Ro-
Moore.
Roger Moore, daggone sexy.
He was dashing.
Pierce Bronson, sexy.
Well, all Irish people are, you know. So just gonna put that out there.
All right,
There's a bit of bias there.
So-
Henry Cavill's pretty up there. I'm not gay, but
yes. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Other than Henry Cavill, all right. Let's pull it together, people. Here's how we move ahead. Professionalism and stuff. While it was hilarious, we have more show to do. All right, who would you put in there if not Henry Cavill? Odie.
Aaron, what's his name? Aaron Taylor
I was
Johnson.
gonna say not Aaron Neville because
No.
because
The
yeah.
guy that was the guy
yeah,
that was
Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yes,
Him.
I agree.
I'd put him in it.
I agree that would work,
Mhm.
but Henry Cavill would be better. He's
I
already been
have,
in a spy movie,
Now don't get
and
me
he
wrong.
was excellent in the spy movie.
He
Did you
was.
see? Did you see that Mission
Yeah,
Impossible?
I did.
movie?
I saw it. But the thing is, and
I mean,
if,
come on.
if he becomes the new James
you know they're
Bond,
dangerous when you have to reload them.
if he becomes the new James Bond, I am not going to boycott or anything like that because he is an amazing actor. I just don't think he's James Bond.
You know who I think should do it? If not Henry
Odie should
Cavill?
do it. I will do it.
John
Alright.
Cena. They'll never see him come.
That's
Never.
true. They
But
will not. Texter says Tom Hardy. I can see Tom
I
Hardy.
can see Tom Hardy.
Also, I can see Idris Elba. I have no problem with Idris Elba, except for
yeah.
he's old. He's a lot
Like,
older than
younger
people
Idris
think.
Elba
he
would
could be an older Bond.
No, Texter, Billy Bob Thornton would not work.
No,
Okay.
not even-
Ugh.
Yeah. Unless he's James Bond
My
as
name is
as a
James.
sling blade.
My name is Bond. My name is Bond. James Bond. Ain't got no gas in it.
All right. Not even close. But I mean, at
I
least you
used to be able
tried.
to do it. But
Yeah, did you?
yeah.
Really? Yeah.
When I
Well, you
watched
thought
when I
so.
watched the movie, I was able to do it.
All right. Mark says Henry Cavill would make a great James Bond. Let's see. Brian says James Bond is a ladies' man for sure.
he is a
That's
lady
not
man,
what
yeah.
Brian said. Brian said James Bond is a lady man.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Listen, I
get that it
I'm
was
gonna-
just a typo
I don't have,
I was gonna say,
I don't
but
have
I
my
thought that was
glasses on.
funny.
Yeah, it's
No,
just,
I'm not touching that one.
Because there is, I don't know where I was going with that.
Do we bring out some Aerosmith here? Or?
I do not believe. Do you think it's a good move for them to go? It could be Taron Egerton also, but he's
Too
already.
young. Too young.
Yeah, but he's already been in Kingsman.
Yeah, he has,
He's-
but he already knows he's not as young as you think. He's got to be at least in his 30s.
He's not, but I think he looks too young.
Should they go with an unknown or should they go with a known actor?
I would like to see an unknown. I kind of
Honestly,
would.
We already
I'm
saw that.
always for that because I think it's great to bring in new talent.
Who's-
Because there's so
well-
many great smaller actors.
See,
out
I
there.
agree with what Matthew is saying,
Yeah.
but we've seen both in James Bond. We've seen known actors come in and play, and we've seen unknown.
Who's the unknown?
Daniel Craig was unknown.
He was in Layer Cake.
What?
Yeah, the film
heard
that
of
he
that?
done.
What?
Film that he done before that.
Right,
Was, and
anyway,
it was a
like I said,
no, it's
unknown.
a really good. It's
Yeah.
it's a
He's-
spy kind of thing as well.
Internationally unknown.
Okay.
Daniel Craig.
Okay.
Like Pierce Brosnan
because
came in.
someone's in a really
he
good
was.
movie.
He knew who he was.
Yeah, it was Steel. What was it?
Remington Steele.
Remington Steel. That was
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I
James Bond needs to be-
so Chris says that James Bond needs to be in his 30s. Here's the thing.
I mean, 43 is okay.
A couple of those guys can look like they're in their 30s. I mean, they already do.
Yeah.
I mean, how old does Henry Cavill look?
40.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
He does not.
No, he looks like he's in his 30s.
For sure, he looks like he's in his 30s.
What age is he? Let me find out.
Probably older than
probably
what
40
people
something.
think. Yeah.
Henry.
And since he's been in every cool franchise known to man for nerds,
Let him do this.
he needs
He's
to
41.
41, 6'1", and dreamy.
do it. Yes, he
You
is.
bet he is.
Look,
You know-
we all
you know-
agree.
you know
we
what
all
else?
agree here.
We all have a man crush on James Cavill, Henry Cavill.
All right. Let us take our crush to break. Our final break. When we come back, we'll hit the lightning round. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. That was Her Majesty's Secret Service. George Lazenby.
It was. It broke Odie.
No, he's.
It broke me.
I don't think, Chris. I don't think they're going to go with tough guy kind of thing. He's got to be smooth. I mean, that's what James Bond has always been, smooth.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Roger Moore. A lot of people didn't like him because it was so campy,
Yeah.
but everything surrounding him was so
It
awesome.
needed it, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it was about the women when he was in there. It was about people going to see the women,
Pretty much.
and they also used Duran Duran for "A View to a Kill" in
Yeah.
the beginning.
They used him twice.
And,
didn't they?
and they jumped on the snowboard, which looks so stupid because there's no way he was on the snowboard. And all the really good bad guys. I mean, you got to have someone that can
Zoran
go
was
against.
Amazing.
You got to have someone
Gotta
who
have
can.
Christopher Walken.
Well, right, Christopher Walken. You got to have someone who can go up against those bad guys. And it doesn't have to be. Hopefully, it's not a modern version. Hopefully, they
Go back.
go back a little bit.
They have to because Daniel Craig, the Bond is dead. Like.
I never saw the last one,
Spoiler.
but as far as that goes, it doesn't matter.
He got
It's
it. No, it doesn't matter because they've gone back and forward.
yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, Daniel Craig done the first iteration of James Bond in Casino Royale, and the last one. So, and apparently he said he wanted to do that. He wanted to start and finish the series. So, and they did it.
don't know who that is, but I'm not a smart man.
I don't know what love is.
I want you to show me.
Oh, somebody woke him up.
I saw an opportunity and took it.
I don't see it.
See, now we should do a parody version of Billy Bob Thornton doing James Bond, and I don't.
My name Bond. James
There's someone in the room in the building who does it really well, and I'm trying to remember
Sling
who it
Blade.
is. Yeah,
Probably Charlie.
it's probably Charlie.
Also, what is Sling Blade?
Exactly.
Ain't got no gas in it. Mm-hmm. You got any of them taters?
It's that mean Dwight Yoakam guy. Them Yoakam boys. Always heard growing up, them Yoakam boys they were bad.
I'm looking up
In Westville,
Jacob
Ohio, beating up
Elrod.
Keith Strummer all the
Elord.
time.
Or
Elordi.
Elordi.
I don't know. Maybe they were just punks.
I don't know. I'm looking up Jacob Elordi. Jacob.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob. It's
Jacob.
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 Jacob already.
Jacob. He's an Australian actor, Bryce. Comes from down under. himself and
Much better than you. Much better than
Pulverines.
your sling blade. I'm just saying. Maybe it's because it's closer to. I mean, I wonder, can you do it? Because your American accent isn't quite there yet.
It's getting there.
Your stoner's good.
Stoner's all right,
Yeah,
man.
man. Because it's not, your stoner.
How's your main?
There's plenty of people around here you can practice
Don't know.
just talking to them and getting their voice. So
What does the main accent sound like? Is it New Yorker or is it kind of
Maine
yeah?
sounds like Maine.
It's me.
Matthew can do a killer Maine.
Do a
accent.
main accent, Matthias. Dance, monkey dance.
What?
We've
What?
lost him. We have lost him.
He's
He's gone.
stoner action, man.
Stop pointing your arrows at me.
I was actually pointing them at
Yeah, you're pointing them at
what's your
Cameron.
name?
Actually.
Cameron. That's the
Yeah.
fella.
Do this towards him.
I'll deflect them.
Oh,
You and your flash
Radio.
arrows.
All right, W has spoken. That means, I'm sorry, W has spoken. That means it's time for lightning round. We're squeezing as many things as we possibly can in the last 7 minutes or so of this here fine program. Paul Rudd, you know Paul Rudd, he never ages.
Never ages.
Yes, Ant-Man has said his two favorite Marvel movies are Captain America Winter Soldier and Thor Ragnarok.
I like that.
Odie, really quick.
Ragnarok.
Really? No,
Yeah.
you don't have to pick between those two.
No. Yeah,
What are your
Ragnarok.
What
Yeah.
are your two favorite Marvel movies?
Ragnarok, and can I go with a series and say She-Hulk because she's green and sexy?
No,
Oh,
I'm
man.
talking about movies.
Definitely Ragnarok and Endgame.
Okay, there we
mhm.
go. Matthew,
Infinity War and Winter Soldier.
look at that. Look at
Very
that.
easy.
Okay.
Cameron.
Winter Soldier and Endgame.
I echo Cameron. So I mean, we all went with some Avengers, and of course, Winter
But both
Soldier.
Endgame and Infinity War are great. I think Infinity War tied its narrative together a bit better, but Endgame had all the payoff.
Yeah, on your left, and
On your
yeah,
left.
that was so good. They're never
I was
going to be able
for
to do
more
that
at the
again.
climax.
Yeah.
anyway.
She-Hulk.
yeah.
She-Hulk all the time.
All right, Goonies 2 is a go.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
I'll watch it.
Goonies 2 is a go. I don't know how they're going to. I guess everyone's still alive.
It's going to be their kids. It has to be.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're going to have to make. Hopefully, they're going to make cameos at least.
I'd say
I
they'd
mean,
be in it.
Josh Brolin's still alive. I mean, everyone's.
they're all
right.
alive.
All right.
Hey, you guys is
The mama is not alive. Well, and John Matuzak isn't alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
but they'd
bad,
still be
none
in
of the
jail.
bad guys are alive. I think, except for the. I
Bald-
don't
the
wear a
bald-
toupee. Yeah, him.
Frankie.
Yeah,
Frankie?
I think. I don't think it's Frankie. It might have been.
All we serve around here is tongue.
Exactly.
You boys like
Every-
tongue.
Everybody else is still alive, except Chunk is like Matthew's size now. So I mean, yeah, he's no longer Chunk.
the Fratellis. That was the big
Yeah,
one.
the Fratellis. Here's something that's really going to bother Odie. It might bother Matthew and Cameron also. Hooters is considering a potential bankruptcy filing. Is working with creditors to restructure its operations. Company has hired a law firm to assist with the process and could file within the next 2 months. Hooters has faced financial strain due to declining traffic at its restaurants, leading to closures of several locations. Hooters is working to address its debt burden and could emerge from bankruptcy with a more financially substantial model. We went by Hooters earlier today when we were heading over to Borderlands Comics and Games,
Didn't even
410 South
notice.
Pleasantburg Drive. And I looked because you didn't know about the story, but I did. Yeah, Texter, one of the Corys is dead. Corey Haim is dead, but Corey Feldman is still alive. And he's the one that was in,
He was in the
the movie.
Corey Haim wasn't. in it. He was in,
But when we went by Hooters, the one on 276 and which
South Pleasantburg.
I don't know what the name of the road is at that point because it changes its name like 10 times.
Yeah.
It was packed. So least around here,
Mhm.
Hooters is still thriving.
There's two reasons I like Hooters: the refills and the fries.
Yeah, the fries are really good. All right, let's see. James Gunn and Zack Snyder have posed for a picture together,
Oh,
and many people are really upset
why?
because you don't know about the online fight about people. Oh, Zack Snyder's is the best. James Gunn's going to ruin everything, and petitions and all that kind of stuff.
James Gunn. I like what he's done.
And he took a picture, and the internet did not like it. They were very upset.
How
All right.
dare they get along?
There is an Elder Scrolls contest going on right now for Make-A-Wish, where you can bid to get an NPC fashioned after you for Elder Scrolls 6 for Make-A-Wish. But the one thing this points out, possibly, maybe, is that Elder Scrolls 6 is closer than we think. Possibly, maybe, hopefully.
I may or may not have seen some things.
It could be.
Could be getting closer.
Could
What do
see
you
some
know?
rumors and leaks and such.
All
that I
right.
won't talk about here.
Yeah. All right. We don't have time to play the intro, but a robot with 1,000 muscle twitches like humans
Oh yeah.
was dangling from a ceiling. All right. Again.
Yeah.
If you don't want robots
Robots.
to assimilate, take over, whatever, why are you making them look so human-like?
Exactly.
And as I've mentioned many times, as I stand on my hill and wait for my pickles, a couple of these places just need to get together and go, hey, my AI would work really good with your robot.
Yep.
This would look really good with your robot, or my living skin would work really good with your
Let's
robot.
start a company, man. You know what? Let's call it EarthNet.
No, let's call it Cyberdyne.
Let's call it Skynet. All right.
That's a much better way.
No, Cyberdyne Systems made
Yeah,
the robots.
well, we know that.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is,
doing
but
all
we
that.
were all saying the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We were all building on.
that was
that.
Yeah,
kinda-
but Skynet was
kinda
the
fun.
AI, and Cyberdyne made the robots.
all right. HBO reportedly in final talks with John Lithgow
Oh,
to
yeah.
play Dumbledore
Okay, I'll
in the
allow
Harry
it.
Potter series.
I'll allow it.
I want
I'm-
him to sound like Lord Farquaad.
Did you ever watch
As he does?
Did you watch
does
The
on
Crown?
Lord.
Did you watch the series The Crown?
I did not.
He played Winston Churchill and done a fantastic job at it.
Really?
Like really fantastic job
So
at it. Yeah.
Nice.
he has a passable British
Oh,
accent.
you couldn't distinguish it from a normal British accent.
All right. Leonardo DiCaprio is in talks to play Evel Knievel in a biopic.
Fair enough.
Evel Knievel, who was kicked from our bracket earlier today. Also,
Is he gonna get some tips from Tom Cruise?
the Defenders, they're looking at bringing the Defenders back in Daredevil. So a couple of them have already been mentioned, and Matthew, hater of
I'm just so
the
done
Fist, the Iron
with-
Fist.
with superhero movies at this point. It's just there's no worth. There's
Well,
no
you
value in going. to
Pick
them
the
anymore.
right show to be on then. All right, you are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, and we are wishing you a happy weekend, and hopefully you have a good time. And I'm just going to talk all over it because it bothers Odie. Go home.
You have no idea how much that actually bothers me.
What? I have noise canceling headphones. I work with Rob Brown. These are
True.
very valuable.
Those are to protect you.
Yes.
Mine do the same thing.
We know.
What?
Yes, exactly. All
You
right.
sound like a very confused seagull.
Shout out to all the new people
What?
watching today. Thank
Hello,
you.
new watchers.
Please return next week.
Come back
We
next
would
week.
appreciate it.
Or watch in tomorrow night, 8:00.
You could do that.
There's a quarter of the show is happening tomorrow night.
There
at
won't
8:00.
be anything like this though.
The second half of the show will be. The second hour
Shh.
will.
He may be.
What?
He may be listening.
He
or
listens
watching.
anyway.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Say goodbye, Odie.
Goodbye, Odie.
Say goodbye, Matthew.
Goodbye, Matthew.
I'm doing my Pope wave.
Say goodbye, Cameron.
Swallow all of you.
What?
Isn't that what you say?
Did you just say swallow all of you?
No.
That's what it sounded like you said.
That's what
I say-
I'm pretty sure that's what you said.
I say slaw no walia.
yeah.
Swallow all of you.
You know what? I'm just ending it with that.
Swallow all of you.